Who would have thought the day will come when you go to the closet and dig up this channel called Football and Chills? Nobody would have thought, but today is one of those days where this channel, Football and Chills, has decided to dig itself up and come back up, because you know what? I can't talk a lot of shit when I'm on the True City Fan channel, because after it got monetized and after it's just a city channel, so I can't talk a lot of shit. I can't slug teams when teams are doing shit. I can't say anything because I'm like, you know what? It's a city channel. Let me keep it city. But here, we don't give a shit. We don't give a fuck. The language is very bad on this particular channel. And even the day this channel gets to 1,000, I'm never going to monetize this channel because I want a lot of freedom. So this channel also says, grab a drink, relax, and chill with us. Thanks to my man Anthony for making this overlay. He made it months ago. But guys, we are back. It's week. It's game week 7. I'm gonna do the Premier League match previews. Yes, if one of your strikers or forwards is not part of this selection at the top, I don't know. I don't think I rate your team. No offense. Let's welcome the people in the comments. Mr. H says I'm twisted. Oh, Twisted has already changed his name. Bobby came and big up to you. Adam, big up to you. City TY die. Sir Alan, this one is not City. This is the Football and Chills one. So even though it might be showing on the True City channel, this is proper, just Football and Chills. It used to be there, now it's back. Okay, let's get on with this. Chelsea OG, how you doing, Chelsea OG, man? So I welcome my good friend Josh. How you doing, Josh, man? How does it feel to be back doing YouTube?
Oh, well, apart from, I haven't done anything on my channel for a good 5 months. Well, I've actually just realised that it's been time, but
I know everybody shelved a channel. Obviously, one I couldn't shelve because I have a lot of people, but this particular one I had to shelve this one for a while. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. But look, it's steadily getting back in the game, starting to get that hunger. So, yeah, no, it's good, and hopefully, maybe a bit further down the line when it's not 10:30 at night, I'll show my face on camera when I'm not off the back end of a 12-hour workday.
Yeah, when you have your makeup on.
Exactly. You don't want to scare the poor people over there.
You still think you win the UCL? Chelsea OG, did I say I win the UCL? Don't start that agenda. People are trying to get me early here. Okay, cool. Let's get to the games, man. Guys, there's a lot of games being played. But we'll see. Josh, as I said, this channel is always freestyle, relax. There's no structure. So if you want to jump to a game, you're happy with, go ahead. But can we start from just Saturday, March at 12:30? It's Bournemouth versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because Liverpool, okay, I don't want to say that word where Man United fans were using. Are Liverpool back? Should we say that? Because I still think that United thing was just a freak resort, like the Aston Villa 72.
It was. And I mean, look, Liverpool were only as good as United were bad for the most part, in my opinion, for that game. Yeah. But I mean, anyone that goes up and puts 7 on a team, they're going to have, 7 up, I should say. The 8 on.
Are you joining the 7 up one?
Oh yeah, no, the banter was strong, but I think Liverpool's going to get confidence. They're going to go on a little run. They get fourth.
Let me say one more thing. Mm-hmm. You are one sly bastard. You are. You know what? What you did is you acted all cocky and confident, and me and Anthony told you to calm down. When things went bad, from the goal number 1 to the end, you went quiet. We didn't even. I was looking for you. I don't know if I tried tagging you. The same thing. You know what? You have the same behavior as my brother, because my brother was also acting cocky, and he went completely silent. And guess what? The guy who got the bad end of the stick was the most quiet United fan in the group, and everybody dunked on him. Anyway, let me welcome Anthony here. How you doing, man? Big up to you, Anthony.
Yo, what's up, bro? What's happening?
Nothing, man. We're starting with Josh. hiding after he was beaten.
No,
so
no, no, no. To be fair, and you should have seen it in the chat, but I recently got promoted at work, so my hours have been pumping, and my sister was in hospital. So
no,
take that.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah. So,
For
so what
sure.
do you think? So what do you think of this Bournemouth game? As you said, you don't think Liverpool are back. You think that was just a freak result, you know?
Yeah,
I think Liverpool might have a bit of confidence after that United game, bro. But like at the end of the day, it is Liverpool, so I think they will do something this game. I think this is where they try to make their mark because they always kind of do come back in the second half of the season in general, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because they want that UCL money, you know,
well,
bonuses.
Yeah.
but think about it this way, right? Like Liverpool as a team aren't as bad as they are for their players. Yes, they're getting older. Yes, they're, the players probably getting worn down. We've seen stories of Klopp wearing his teams out to the bone and they drop off. But Liverpool still have enough good quality players in there to make it to the top four, which I think they'll do, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, for me, I think they do need a little bit of a refresh, to be fair, because I think
Yeah.
these players are kind of burnt out.
Do you think
And I think so.
Let me ask you, because obviously when we're texting, we don't understand. Like when you're texting, you don't understand what you're saying. So this is what I've been telling people. I think I was having a debate with Liverpool fans. I was telling them this, and it's good that right now Klopp has managed to bring them back, or he's managing somehow to bring them back. Because I said I didn't still accept the fact that with the players he has, he's doing that bad. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because I was saying, look, if you look at Eddie Howe at Newcastle, he managed.
I think he's a poser, to be honest, Eddie Howe.
Don't you rate him?
No.
Look at Anthony with the new
No,
hair.
I think he's just
Did
jealous.
you notice that, Josh? Look at Anthony
he's
with the
jealous
new
that he
hair.
didn't get Howe and he got Potter instead.
Nah, look at Anthony
No,
with the new hair.
see, with Eddie Howe, this is what I think, right? Most of the teams that should be performing isn't performing, right? And for some reason, they are defending for their lives and they have got some results going their way and they have gone into a position that they weren't supposed to be in the first place. Granted, they might be in that position in a few seasons to come. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
However, at this moment in time, I just don't think that they are in that position to go into that position. Like, look at how they're dropping off now.
Yeah, a lot of draws. Draw FC.
Yeah, it's just the defense. The defense is really good. Defense is really good is because every team thinks like, yeah, they got new owners. They're kind of big. They're kind of big now, so we need to set up on a low block. So they aren't really attacking as well. And teams that should be actually thinking of attacking, for an example, like a Chelsea or Liverpool per se, and all these other people, they haven't been doing their job in the first place. And also, once you start getting a couple of wins, they get that weird momentum going their way, and that's what just happened. To be honest, I really don't rate Eddie Howe. I mean, he's good. He's done a good job, but that's good enough.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, you look at the Newcastle under Steve Bruce; they were appalling, and I mean, we're talking we're talking dinosaur tactics. We're talking like lower level than Sean Dyche. Like this was ridiculous. Now, but the fact that he's made them competitive and they've taken some pretty big scalps. Yes, I don't think with the players they have that's sort of sustainable. But I mean, I rate Eddie Howe. I don't know. I didn't sort of rate him before, but because he was at the smaller clubs, I guess, and I always thought, punch above your weight. He's got something about him. But no, I think he's actually pretty close to Potter on level, and at their peak, they can challenge to sort of the Europa spots if they have things swing their way. I think that's where they'll end up, to be fair.
Yeah. So looking at this game,
for me, I think Potter is actually a little bit better than Eddie Howe, to be honest.
Potter is great. Potter is great. It's just that you guys are.
I really think so.
Potter is great. It's just that I look. At the end of the day, Chelsea is a big club, and it's for me. When
It's
the people
difficult, bro. It's difficult for him.
Yeah, this is what I say. Even though Arsenal fans might think that they're the it club in London, I think it's Chelsea. Regardless, I'm sorry, it's Chelsea because Chelsea seem to have a better pedigree than them. But what I'm saying is, I think Porter just needs time. But the thing is, at these big clubs, time is never there. Unless a club
No.
just looks away, like what Arsenal did, they just looked away and say, you know what, we have nobody. So Arteta, do whatever you do. When it works, it works. But looking at Bournemouth and Liverpool here,
Yes.
guys, it doesn't look great. The form for Bournemouth, Bournemouth have only won against Wolves, lost, draw. Liverpool actually doing well. Look at that: win, draw, win. Darwin Nunes is still a flop. But anyway, look at the head-to-head. It's not great. So I don't think any of us we're gonna do the prediction. What are you predicting, Anthony? Do you predict a win for Bournemouth? It's away. It's an away game. Last time they were pumped 9-0 by a poor Liverpool. That wasn't even informed.
Liverpool are going to Bournemouth, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
See, I have the same advice that I gave to Josh in this situation. They are getting a bit too cocky. Again, it's not anybody we know. For an example, I haven't seen Dan doing that. For an example, right?
You
He does put.
haven't seen Dan doing what?
I mean, he puts one message
Yeah,
here and
he'll-
there,
he'll-
but that's
that-
about
He'll
it.
jump in the chat and be like,
Dan in the chat became cocky like Josh. He says they're gonna come to the Etihad and win.
Right. Okay. But that's but for like what I'm talking about is relatively about some guy called Jose Enrique. Do you guys remember him playing for
Oh
Liverpool
yeah.
ever?
No, I don't. But he talks too much. I've seen him. He talks too much.
Bro, every fucking day, bro. It's a madness. It's an absolute madness.
And he's annoying, isn't he? He's never done anything in football for him. Look. When Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher are talking, at least I know what they have. I say they've done something and they're
Exactly.
doing something in football. But Jose talks as if he's somebody in the world. Like at the end of the day, the only reason I knew him is because he said something against City, and somebody even wrote like, "Who are you, mate?" First of all,
Yes.
who are you?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not sure whether Bournemouth is the game, but I think something is coming as well for them.
Oh, are you also?
Interesting.
Oh, look at you! You're giving them another warning. Guys, be careful with the Anthony Juju. The Anthony Juju, when the warning comes, your team will suffer. Ask Josh. Josh
I
did
don't,
not.
I don't
just
know
saying.
what you're talking about. I have no idea
I'm
what you're on
just
about.
saying. I'm just saying. I didn't say nothing. I have witnesses when I say these things.
I'll tell you. Yeah, it says you still think you win the UCL. I don't know. Lazy YouTubers only visible in winning. Look at Twisted under his name. Lazy YouTubers only visible in winning. There's nobody we're always visible all the time.
He's talking
9-0.
about me.
Yeah, it's all about you. It says 9-0 to Liverpool. Hopefully,
Ooh.
Australians are never humble. Wow,
You kidding me?
Josh
You
is
kidding
coming up
me?
there.
We're the most
Uh,
laid-back country in the world.
Laid back country is Canada. I think Canada holds that. Canada holds for the most polite and laid back. Big up
True,
everyone.
eh?
Just been.
I would say the most laid back country is the Netherlands because they smoke that nice, good stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You can't get
yes.
more laid back than that, to be
No.
honest.
They're so laid back, they're going backwards.
Yeah, Josh, look at
They
you.
work 4 days a week and take 3 days off. That's
Mm.
apparently
Do they?
that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens in Netherlands. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get more laid back than that.
I know
Do you
it.
know why people are laid back in Canada? Because they're frozen.
They're so chill that they're frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
chill because they're frozen.
Canadians are nice people. So Chris says, I lost. Okay, big up
I
everyone.
mean,
Just
some Canadians are nice people. Let's put
some
it that way.
comedians. I think I've never met a bad Canadian. All of them are very apologetic all the time.
I mean, there is some in the Arsenal fan base, so it's okay.
Oh, I see. I
Shots
see where you're
fired.
throwing the shot fire. I see Anthony
I'm
came for
just saying. I'm just saying.
no, Anthony came for beef. Shop stocking up on 7-Up. It's good
I'm
to
not
drink.
saying
Wow.
nothing. I'm just saying,
No,
it's
no.
sometimes you get too big for their boots. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna sit here and crack open a
No,
Coke
you went.
Zero
You went
to-
for the.
to-
You
to-
went for. You
yeah.
went for. You've already sprayed the machine
we
gun.
should
So
we should all cheers with Coke Zero to for the amount of Arsenal European trophies. Just to,
but okay, on that Arsenal part, guys. What's pissing me off is one thing. Like I love Arsenal, and I've if you go to my streams, I've never said anything bad about Arsenal. I was like,
Oh
they're
no,
very,
same
they're
here.
very accommodating. Do you know what the issue is? The thing that's starting to annoy me is they've started calling themselves, "This is what champions do." Arsenal. When was the last time you won the Premier League? 14 years ago. So what champions do are you talking about? Please.
FA
educate us.
Cup champions, I would
Yeah,
say.
because if Anthony says that, I understand. If George says that, I understand because they have so many Premier Leagues, so I understand what they're saying. They've got a Europa from recently, but Arsenal keeps saying, "Oh, this is what champions do. We are champions." My God, I'm telling you, Arsenal fans, no hate. If you fumble this, this,
yeah, we're all coming hard.
you guys have no idea. This same United fans, Chelsea fans, City fans, or whoever is hyping you, they will turn. They will
Bro,
find
like for me, to be honest, but
Uh.
at this point in time, they have been doing quite well for themselves, and I really, me being a Chelsea fan, I shouldn't say this. I think, at the end of the day, I think they deserve to be where they are. They have been playing really well, excellent.
100%.
More power to them.
But you have to be humble. You have to always be humble.
Again, that's the same thing. Maybe Sporting might do it in the Europa League. I don't know. I'm just saying.
To be honest with you, I don't think Arsenal are sitting in that boardroom. If there's a risk that, let's say, they play Sporting before an important game, I'm pretty sure they'll throw away that Sporting.
They're gonna drop it. They're gonna drop it. They're gonna drop it.
They're not built like that. They're not built to go for a clean sweep.
No, like for an example, I only can speak with Chelsea's experience in the past few years rather than recently, because it's a new owner, right? If somebody in the boardroom, because Roman wasn't able to come into England, he was banned to come into England, so they connect him over Microsoft Teams or Zoom or something. When he comes on that screen and somebody says to him, "Roman, I think we need to, field a bad team against this team in the UCL or the Europa League and concentrate on the Premier League," he would say, "You're fired."
Yeah, I think that's the pressure. I think that's also the pressure that's at Man City, because I think to be honest with you, it's also been our downfall sometimes, because I have seen with my own two eyes Pep Guardiola play a certain lineup in the UCL in the early years when he came, and we lose the UCL, and it's because he wanted to make sure that Liverpool don't catch him.
Yeah.
Because he did that before, where he sacrificed somebody for the Spurs first leg, dropped them on the bench, two players that were on fire, De Bruyne and Gundogan, and he played the sort of midfield that was weird. But when he met Spurs later on, which was an important match in the league, after they knocked us out, he beat them 1-0 and he played them off the park. And sometimes you are like, bro, what's going on here? But I think for him, he was like, I think even Klopp being under his skin was another issue, because he made sure that Liverpool don't get any inch. And by doing that, he used to say, "Why are you playing Zinchenko in midfield in a UCL quarter? Like, seriously." I don't know.
He has a history of doing that. He did that at Barcelona as well. Like, if there was, just say there was, I don't know, say a Copa del Rey after an El Clasico, he'd pump, his strongest lineup against Real Madrid, and usually had a decent result against them. And then he'd put out bloody, I don't know, who's that? Not Jordi Alba, but that
The Farmers.
No. I remember there was a certain Sergei Roberto. He'd always put him in.
Sergi Roberto. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
him. I remember.
he'd always put him into the lesser cup games when he play against LK or whatever the bloody teams are called, and so he's got a history of doing it. And
Yeah.
it's just a matter for this season especially. I think coming into the back stretch, I think he probably won't do it, but he needs to stop tinkering like he does. He needs to stop doing his little galaxy brain because you guys have got your swagger at the moment.
I think he needs to peak, though. I think he needs to peak because I think it's
But he is.
look. This whole thing where I get it, but I think these days, like lads, I'm telling you, I was even looking at as I was saying, twisted about the United thing that it took Fergie, I think, a lot of years before he won his first UCL, but he was fumbling too. Like he was fumbling because he was also trying to say, I'm going to do a clean sweep, which he did 3, great. But I don't think right now in the Prem, how intense it is, you'll be saying, no, I will be able to clean sweep 3. You're wasting your time. At the point in time, you have to sit in there and say, lads, by luck, maybe the FA Cup will come.
Correct.
By luck, maybe the Cup Cup will come.
Yeah,
but guys,
It depends on the fixtures as well, like bro. Like you never know who you get in the next round. You might
but
get somebody
like,
easy.
Like look at Madrid that season. I didn't know because it's only somebody who said, Patrick, stop beating yourself up, stop beating Chelsea, yourself, PSG up. These man had the league done with 15 or 10 games left.
Yeah.
Like they had it done. It was
Yeah.
it was dusted. And what Madrid was
Correct.
doing is they were resting people like Benzema, resting big ballers, and then they were just playing them in the UCL. And guess what? How did Madrid beat everybody? Everybody was fatigued. After they have given them 3-0, they were coming back and beating you because they had the energy. So
Correct.
even the Prem, I know Pep has said it and Klopp have said it, but the Prem doesn't listen. They said, why Germany has a holiday off, the other leagues have holidays off, the Prem doesn't. It just makes you play and expects you to play Saturday at 12:30 while you were playing UCL or you were playing in the Europa Thursday. I think that's silly.
Bro.
I think it's silly from the Prem. And
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I would respect any Premier League team right now that does a clean sweep of 3. I would respect
Yeah,
them
it's difficult, bro. It's extremely difficult, and see, right now it's practically impossible to do it because of the sheer number of games that you have as well. But it is what it is.
We
It
will
is-
be there no matter what if Arsenal fumble.
Wait a minute. Football Power Hour, is that the guy that's on KG's channel all the time?
I think so. He's one of the guys from. He's one of the guys from the group chat you added me on.
Hey.
He is. So let me just read
Nice.
this comment from Chris. I think we'll get 4th. That's he's a Liverpool fan. Pick up to you, Chris. Newcastle have been exposed with lack of squad depth, and predicting Tottenham is like predicting the weather. We still need massive flesh up in the midfield. That's our problem. I hear you guys are trying to go back for Nunes from Wolves, but now they want 70 and they bought him for less. Newcastle have overachieved thanks to Liverpool and Chelsea falling asleep at the wheel at the start of the season. To be honest with you, I think a lot of teams fell asleep. For a lot of teams fell asleep, yeah.
Bro, we are not fallen asleep. We are in a coma.
Chelsea's on necromancy settings. You got to try.
We're in
try
a
and
coma, bro.
magically bring us back from the dead.
You know what we need? We need. Have you seen those? Have you seen those people when they are almost going to die or they've fallen like almost dead? They bring this huge fucking syringe and they put it right into your chest and they press it. It's like a. I don't know what you call it. It's like a proper.
Adrenaline,
Yeah, that's basically what we need right now. Because we are dead. Like
Now,
dead
we're
on the ground.
gonna speak on Chelsea when we get there. So your prediction, Anthony and Josh, on Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Are
Alright,
you
you
going
go,
to
man. You go first.
I'm saying draw.
I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, Bournemouth are fighting for their life, and they almost gave Arsenal a scare last time out. Like,
Correct.
I'm going to change that. I'm going to say Liverpool 2-1. I think they'll be tight right till the end. They're just going to low block and use their slightly quick forwards to try and get in behind. But yeah.
don't forget, Liverpool always play high line. So Bournemouth look like they can expose the high line because they were exposing. I think if they were clinical, they're winning that game. So all about Everton and Brentford. We won't go much into it. Who do you think is going to win? Everton, Brentford. Sean Dyche and
Brentford, bro.
I think Everton are going to shit house at 1-0. To be honest.
I think Brentford, bro.
Yeah,
fair
look at the recent results. Brentford has actually, oh my God, Brentford have actually been playing well. Do you know Brentford are the team that
Brentford is brilliant, bro.
against top 6 teams also, they make you struggle. They make you sweat.
Yeah, they do.
They are really good, bro.
Okay, what about this one? It was hard for me to predict because both of these teams play very open football. Leeds
I mean,
United
Brighton,
versus
Brighton, no
should
doubt.
comfortably. Brighton 2-0.
Wow, look at that! Look at that form guide, man. For Leeds, doesn't mean good, isn't it? The only one win with Southampton. Wow, Jesus, the recent meetings are very
And
tight.
and we lost to Southampton. Far out, bro.
Well, we also we allowed Southampton to take us out of the Carabao Cup. I don't understand why, but anyway. But Pep didn't seem like he cared for that one.
No.
He was
Oh,
just saying it
oh, no.
happens. That's what he said.
Oh
So
no.
what about this one?
Oh.
This one.
Oh, oh no. Oh no.
This one we're gonna take our time. This one we're gonna take our time, guys.
Yes.
Leicester City, like the vid, guys. And if you haven't subscribed to Football and Chills, subscribe, guys. This is the channel
Oh no.
that got abandoned by its owner, aka me. So I got abandoned it. I also tried giving away this channel to Anthony at a point in time. So you can see how I rate. this channel.
But
Anyway, Anthony.
this I'm gonna start off this by saying 1-0 Leicester.
Really?
Bro, James
What
Madison
makes you say that?
curling it top
Leicester.
corner. James
Okay.
Madison curling it top corner.
I don't think
Is he
it's
available?
gonna be that bad.
Bro,
Yeah.
we are so bad, bro. We are useless.
But your game against Dortmund, you actually, I think you
Don't
did all right.
don't take any notice of the Champions League
No, dude,
because
This is what
we
I
are
told
quite
people.
no,
Good
no,
in the
no,
Champions
no.
Yeah.
You,
us
you,
in the Champions League is a little different.
you've since you went back 3 in the last couple of games, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah, and you've looked a lot better. So I
Bro,
think if you make,
we haven't been conceding anyway.
I know, but if you, I think if you that sacrifice with your high wing backs, I think you'll have a little bit too much for Leicester. I think you'll sort of go a 1-0 or a 2-1. I don't think you're going to free score, and I think Havertz is going to drop a stinker, but I think you'll do enough to
Oh,
maybe
yes.
get an assist.
Havertz only turns up.
When apart from the UCL does Havertz only turns out in the UCL because he wants a big European club to sign him.
So,
Yeah.
bro, see, Kai Havertz only turns up in the
UCL.
big games and the second
UCL.
half of the season, right?
And the
Havertz
UCL.
turns up. I'll tell you exactly when Havertz have turned up. The
UCL.
final against you guys, City, right? Then the semi-final and to the final of like the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup last season,
And the
right?
last game against Dortmund, the pen.
Yeah,
At the last game against Dortmund, the semi-final and final against in the Club World Cup. These are the games you know that he's gonna score, and if he's going to turn up in the league, it has to be a game where we have no chance in hell. Everything is gone to shits, and there is only a miracle that we would ever win that game. Turns up Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
here's a hot take. I think, like, just say hypothetically here, if enough money comes into the Premier League, like, I heard some random, I don't know who it was on what channel, but they're like, maybe the future could be cup manager and league manager. Now, this is just like a hypothetical thing. Like, if you had a cup squad, Havertz would be perfect in that.
Bro,
Like, just think about it.
He will be elite, bro.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh,
but-
no, let's not get excited. The elite is
no,
too far.
yeah,
Let's-
no, but like he
he
has
taught you
the
a
talent.
lesson.
he has the
Edison
talent.
tax.
No, I think but that's never going to happen. But it's just like he's the sort of player that will step up for the one-off big games. So like he'll have three or four
always
really
there.
good games in the league against sort of top six or
Mhm.
similar or rival games, derbies. But apart from that, he's just average.
Like
he's mid.
even last season, the first game we played against Liverpool, where Reece James got a red card for a
Yeah.
handball, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Do you know who scored the goal for us?
Of course.
Kai Havertz. I really don't understand him.
He shows up, but he's not consistent. That's the issue with him.
No,
Yeah.
that's the thing with him, bro. Somebody needs to sit this boy down in some room and tell him, you have to do this every game. I
How
don't
old
know
is he
what
now?
you.
It's like 23.
20 he's like 23, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little bit. He's been around a little bit too long to say it's just that youthful inconsistency.
Yeah, but he's too
No, bro.
young.
It's
I
because
think if he hits the right manager and the right position, I think he do it. Because look, Kai has been made like a target man at Chelsea. This is what
you know,
he's
so
been made
bro,
players.
that's the change, right? So he played well against Leeds as well. He actually played well against Leeds, and he
He
played
did.
well against Dortmund. The reason is now Potter has realized he can play a false nine, but he's not effective as a false nine. He
Yeah.
changed him towards the position he plays for Germany. Have you noticed him playing for Germany? Every game
Wait,
he's very
Wait,
good for Germany.
Wasn't he a force 9 though in his last team? I think he
No,
was.
no. So we are
Leverkusen,
playing a very
no.
we
Was
are
he
a, we
behind
are
the striker?
playing he needs to play a fluid role, bro. He needs to have freedom to go wherever the hell he wants to go. That's how he is.
He's kind of, honestly, even though I would say technically and ball control is better, he kind of reminds me of Bruno at United. Like he can kind of
Minus
best
the
pl-
attitude. Minus
no,
the
but
attitude.
yeah, well, that we'll leave that one alone until
Minus the
United game.
whinging and bitching around, to be honest. That's
I'm here for it. I'm here for it when it's going well. But but no, I think you know you see all these sort of players that are super talented and they're almost players. They almost get to the elite level. He's not quite there, but it's like if that Pogba, for example, is the best example. Like you got to try and find a way to unlock him, but he just can't quite get there. He's another almost man. I feel
Correct.
like that like you were saying, that free roaming, if you can sort of sit not false nine, but maybe as a cam, you can sort of drift left, drift right, link up.
so bro, that's
where
what
he's strong.
Potter has done to him in the last two games.
Yeah,
The
he's
last two
decent.
games he has given him the role that he plays for like Germany, and
Yeah.
you can see a remarkable difference.
Exactly.
And like he has created so many chances since he played that role as well. And the thing is,
Has he?
bro, you my god, bro,
yeah,
he
the difference
has
is
been
palpable.
immense. And the thing is, we can't really fault him. Bro, he has been immense. Kai has been immense the last two games. So you can't really fault him as well, because we had somebody who is actually working for McDonald's testing their burgers every day in Romelu Lukaku, and Kai had to play his position. Right, bro? We can't help it, because Ronald McDonald came down from the USA and told him, brother, here's a burger, test this out. We can't do this, bro.
Wow.
That's
So-
just bad. That's wrong.
It is what it is, bro. It's the truth. It's the truth. Apparently, he wants to play rugby.
Yeah, you should go and
Where-
play for the All
Rugby.
Blacks.
Lukaku, because that's where weight matters.
Yeah, I hear the All Blacks are
But-
doing
but,
auditions.
Look. At the end of the day, Inter managed to get his weight down, and they gave him a good regime where he was eating well. I think he was doing well. It's just that I think Lukaku, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he might be similar to me, where when work stressed me out, I used to go drinking down the pub and stress eating. I think he stress eats when he's not doing well. But have you noticed when he's in the mind frame at like Inter, he was fit, looking great. You know what I mean? Looking great. And I was like, oh
Bro,
my God,
the
Lukaku is on
problem
fire.
with him is he's paid millions to do one thing.
Yeah. So
You do two podcasts. You go to work. You have a family to take care of. Right? Romelu
That's
Lukaku-
enough love for Lukaku. That's enough love for
Bro,
Lukaku.
Romelu Lukaku has nothing else to do but to play football.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If
Yeah,
he-
Lukaku, F you, Lukaku. Let me not back this guy. Yes,
Exactly
you get
right.
me to the
F
Go to
you,
the gym, man.
Lukaku,
Go to the
because
gym.
he doesn't need a gym. He needs somebody to tell him eat fucking cabbage or something. Nothing else. He only needs to eat
Ah.
cucumbers and cabbages.
George,
That's
if,
all he
Josh,
needs to do.
Josh, if Lukaku comes back to Chelsea, oh
We
my God.
yeah. I warned Anthony earlier. I'm just it was a
Bro,
couple of weeks ago now,
if
wasn't
he-
it? Goes if he comes back,
Bro,
you
if he
you may not be
comes
able to get
back,
rid of him.
bro, uh, if he comes back, I know who our sponsor is going, because if he comes back, at least we can get something like from Taco Bell or something. You know what I
Oh,
mean? A
wow.
sponsorship.
Wow, this is bad. This is
Or
bad.
Domino's or something like that. You know?
This is a 97.5 million player, man. So
Oh, bro, I seen an Inter fan who was saying something about
Look at what you've started. Look at what you've started now.
right.
Do you see this?
I see.
Gastric band. Yo.
I seen an
Lukaku, if you
I-
ever see this, I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this.
No, he's just a host of the show.
I'm just a host.
So,
It's just
I seen an Inter fan saying that he really has a problem with Chelsea because we spend so much money and stuff like that.
Is it the money? Is it the money?
Somebody
Probably.
said that it's basically because we spend money and things like that.
Wait.
I have-
Wait. Is it Inter's money?
It's not Inter's money, it's our
Oh,
money,
so it's
and
pocket
I have
watching. So it's pocket watching. Pocket watching. Okay.
yeah. So I have one message for these people who think this way. They should be fucking grateful to us first of all, because
you.
we gave them money for a brick and a Burger King advertisement
And sent
to
it back
get
the
them
bricks also.
and send them back the brick for less money, and we will still pay them.
Don't forget, a lot of that money is still owed to United for when they bought him off us. So technically,
Exactly.
your money's our money.
We are basically paying off their debt. They should be grateful to us.
They should
It
be.
is not
That's
it
right.
is not our fault that they had an ownership who ran them to the ground. It is also not our fault that they decided to do a madness.
In
It is
UCL.
not our fault that they
No,
have
no.
farmers in their league.
And it's not your fault that they're out of the UCL.
Exactly. I think they are still in the UCL, isn't it? I don't know. Are they there?
Are they
I
there?
don't know.
Does
No,
anyone
still-
even,
they-
does
I
anybody
think they are.
care? Does anybody even care
Nobody
that they're
cares, to
there?
be honest.
Was it
And-
AC Milan that got kicked out?
No,
AC
AC Milan
is
won
still there.
against
They won
AC Milan
against
won
Tottenham.
against the
Oh,
Mighties first, isn't it?
no.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so they're there.
Yeah.
So Inter,
They're there.
Inter is there, unfortunately.
Who are
Yeah.
they playing?
And
Porto away.
bro,
right.
is
yeah.
it also, bro?
Josh, what was
Is
that?
it?
Josh,
it-
what was that? Did you hear that?
yeah.
What was that?
It is also, bro, not our fault that they play in a league that nobody actually wants to watch,
Oh Jesus! No.
bro. At the end of the day, if they're playing against people who create fucking tomato sauces and pasta every day, but the
Oh
fuck,
my!
I am in severe pain.
I'm just saying, bro.
You chose violence today. Well, you
My
look at
God,
I-
I know. We said football and cues is uncensored, but my God, this man.
yo. Anthony's got the
I
spit
have
roast
been
out. He's
listening-
smoking the entire Serie A right now. This is
I'm just,
brilliant.
I was just listening to all these people saying, "Oh, Chelsea is spending this, Chelsea is doing that, 600 million this, 600 million that." You know
Wow.
something?
Speak on it.
We could buy Inter Milan and make them our bitch for the rest of our lives at the state they're in right now.
You have a feeder club.
We have a feeder club in Inter Milan, bro.
Oh, Inter fans, my God.
No, bro. Am I right or wrong? It is not our fault.
This is the reason why I've also started doing the same thing, because first of all, I used to spend my time defending why we are spending. I stopped these days. I say,
No.
so what? Why are you pocket watching? So
Exactly.
These days, I think these days is just a waste of time, because I see people only come after another club when the club is not doing the same thing. Because Inter, there was a point in time Inter was buying everybody. Remember, trying to rebuild, they were just buying everybody,
Exactly.
and they failed. But it's not Chelsea's fault that Inter failed for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Bro,
now they're
it
back
is
in the
not our fault that we had an owner who actually managed the club
Oh.
correctly.
Josh, I want Inter versus Chelsea next round, please. This is
Yes.
Bro, we have no problem. We have no problem. We are giving them pre-match meals from McDonald's and Burger King and wherever they want it from.
Oh
We have
man.
no problem.
So Chelsea versus
Cholesterol
Leicester.
settings.
What is your prediction? Chelsea versus Leicester.
1-0 to Leicester.
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea too. I just feel like you guys are back. Okay. Oh, this particular.
I have a lot
I
to
don't
say
know.
about this as well. I have a lot to say about
Ooh.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Come
as
out,
well, to
Tottenham
be honest.
fans. Where are you?
Okay, so look at the form. The form is a bit similar, you can say. No, okay, it's not. Anyway, so they beat some useless team called Man City, who always have never scored at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I never won.
Right now, bro, Tottenham is filling out the resignation form for Antonio Conte. That's what they are doing. There is no
Josh,
point looking at the real.
Josh, I have a feeling this man, Anthony, has kept this anger throughout these months, and he's kept this smoke inside for it to come out because he has got smoke. for
Yeah.
everybody. You know what? I think
He's been pent
through a
up for
lot.
so long.
No, he's been through a lot because everybody has been dunking on him about his team buying players Koulibaly being too old. When he plays, there's dust all over the pitch.
But
Well,
again,
how
bro,
long has
I
it been since we streamed together? So he's got a lot
Quite
of
a
pent up
while.
rage and aggression. So
no, bro, but can anybody like you or Josh tell me whether I have spoken anything out of turn or anything of that sort? Have I spoken facts?
you have spoken facts, but when you're in mid-table, you can't really talk like that.
No, bro, and I have criticized
Don't
my
you-
team
don't
the
you
same
dare,
way
Josh.
as well.
Josh, don't you dare. You were talking smack while you were not even up there at the point in time.
No, that's all right. I'm happy about it though, because
No,
heritage.
Like that's the thing, bro.
Football heritage.
I have criticized my team all the time whenever I needed to criticize my team as well, bro.
yeah,
with
you're even.
Tottenham-
Yeah.
With Tottenham Hotspur, they say that they have the best centre back in the Premier League in Christian Romero. Let me hit you guys with some
and the
facts.
best 1-3. The best 1-3. Speak on it. speak
Yes,
on it.
let me hit you with some facts for Christian Romero. Christian Romero has played how many games? 17 games in the Premier League, 2 games in the EFL Cup, and 7 games in the Champions League, which is 26 matches overall.
Yeah.
This man has kept 7 clean sheets. All right,
Wow.
out of 20, out of 26 games, he has 7 clean sheets.
Say again. What? Say what?
He has
Oh, my.
7 clean sheets, bro. But the
Seven.
best of
Out of
7.
He's the best in the league.
He's the best, but you know what makes him great? The best in the world. Out of those 26 games, he has 9 yellow cards and 2 red cards. The guy has more cards than he has clean sheets, bro.
Wow.
Right? He can actually have enough cards for every clean sheet he has and send a birthday card out of the cards that are left over for his daughter and his wife as well, and save one for their anniversary as well, bro.
This man,
Wow.
This man is he's gonna get us smoke. Bro.
He's getting ripped apart.
Am I right or wrong? Bro, your team needed you the most during AC Milan, by the way, who is also crap.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
what he did? Went and slid in like a maniac and got himself sent off.
Yeah, he's reckless, isn't he?
He's useless, bro.
Why do Spurs fans, like a Spurs fan called in to talk sports, right? And
Yep.
they still have the audacity to say we have the second best front 3 in the league. To who he was mentioning something. He says we've got the second best front 3 in the league to something. It wasn't even Man City. So basically, he was still putting Man City behind them. My God,
Bloody hell.
what front 3 is this? Because this front 3 hasn't done shit for years. We
They
are
are
tired
only
of Spurs fans.
Their front 3 is only Harry Kane. Pass
Yeah.
it to Harry Kane and inshallah. That's it. That's it, bro. Their only celebrations come their only celebrations come during a season is when the Formula One people are in that stadium driving their cars and someone else wins. They celebrate that. They celebrate when Beyonce comes and sings a song for 3 days. The
and
other
and
time
and
is
and,
when they see the
and
NFL
when they
come.
beat Man City, and when they beat Man City, and that's
And
it.
when
It
they
never
meet and
compares.
when inevitably when you lose to them, that's the only time they celebrate.
Do you
And
know that
And
bro,
do you
you know
know
what?
that they've got preseason friendly trophies as part of their honors list on their website?
yes, because you know why, bro? They bought something from IKEA, like a small glass cabinet recently, and they assembled it. And somebody told them that they need to fill it up, so they have to find something from somewhere. You know what I
Can,
mean?
can, can we finally speak on Harry Kane, guys? The guy is 10 and 30
Yeah.
years old, not trophies. Do you,
Yeah.
man? I'm sorry. I don't buy this rubbish. I'm sorry, Spurs fans. I've said it to you on Twitter, and I'm gonna say it again. This man, Harry Kane, if he finishes his career as just the top goal scorer in the Prem, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna
No.
sit down and
No,
tell my grandkids about Harry Kane. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit down. Spurs fans,
I mean,
maybe you rate him with that. No. Even Jerry O'Neill says you're not sitting at the table with us, Kane, and you say, "Oh, I have had high goal scoring on golden boots." He says, "No, you have to bring a trophy. He has to bring a
yeah, he
trophy to the
gets when they sit down for dinner for Harry Kane, what they do is they order takeaway, bro.
table."
so so what happens is Harry Kane will come and pick up his dinner and go to his house and eat a lot.
And you know what? And apparently, this man is supposed to be one of the best creators in the league.
See, bro, the problem is he actually does create. The issue is Heung-min Son. The only reason Heung-min Son ever exists in Tottenham is because he brings so many Korean fans into that stadium.
Chill.
No, I'm not even joking, bro. That's the only reason.
I rated him until recently I found out he's 30 or 31. I used to always say, please, City,
He's
one day put a video
useless.
for Son. Because I think he's useless
He's
now, but I
useless.
think he's useful. Yeah, so what do you think? Somebody said, was it a pundit? They think that Kane might catch up to Haaland. One of the pundits, English pundits, said it.
What do you
on
mean?
Fox.
Ketchup in the sense you in the ketchup in the bottle or something?
No,
No, he's he's, he's not catching Alan, bro, in a million
yeah,
years.
the man said it with his chest. It's like, I think Kane will catch up soon. Kane usually
Who
goes
is
on a
this?
run.
Is this guy called? Is this Gabby Agbonlaw or something?
I don't know. I
That guy
laughed.
has
I
some
laughed.
wild takes, bro.
And it's wild. So what is your prediction going back to that game we were predicting Spurs Nottingham Forest? Don't it's at the Spurs stadium. The recent fight.
Oh crap!
You'll
Holy
get yours
shit.
later.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
sorry. Yeah.
it was 2-0. The recent result was 2-0. So what do you think, George? What's the prediction, Victor?
I know someone's going to score. Hang on. Okay, right. Okay.
I get it.
think.
I got it.
think. No, she just said, "No, not you." I think Nottingham are going to probably draw with them. I think they're fighting for it as well, and Spurs are just so unpredictable. I think we're going to either get a draw or no, I can't see anything else other than a draw. Sorry, either scoreless or 1-1.
Bro,
Maybe Spurs.
Antonio-
Maybe Spurs might work hard because they're out of the UCL. Maybe.
I mean,
No.
they were just happy to be there, bro. They're visitors.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like
To be honest-
tourists, bro.
To be
The
honest,
Champions League,
they
the
must stop coming
Champions
in.
League. No,
You know what?
the Champions League is like for them, bro. Have you ever seen? Is there a country that you really like to go and visit? Like you apply for a visa, then go and visit it, do some sightseeing, and then come back to your home. That's
Yeah, I did that with
Spurs in
Tasmania.
the Champions League. That's Spurs in the Champions League.
Yeah.
You know what?
They
To be honest
apply
with you,
for a visa.
I don't want to see them again in the top four. I think that's United Sport. I think they have United Sport, and I just want the teams that used to go to the Champions League to start going. I want United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and City. No more Spurs, because every time
No.
Spurs goes, the only achievement they had was knocking us out and went to a final, which maybe could have been City instead. As people say, would have rather see Liverpool City, maybe would have been a better final. But Spurs seem to do that. They seem to be greedy enough to say, "Oh, let's get to the UCL so we get that UCL money." But when they go to the UCL, they never, majority of the time, do something important. They end up embarrassing us against Sporting. Like City have had their issues in the UCL and PSG, but at least they have issues sometimes with teams that are on fire. Tottenham sometimes will lose to just a Sporting team that's not doing well.
And
No,
the-
because bro, I have realized why this is. Do you know the concept? Like it's actually a diagnosable medical issue. It's called allergies. So sometimes, bro, when they get close to a trophy, they get like anaphylactic shocks. So
Well,
before
that's-
anything happens,
yeah,
they leave it.
That's the big point that really Jose Mourinho, even though things were toxic, they got rid of the one manager that could have won them trophies in cup competitions. Like,
Yeah.
and that's probably their biggest mistake. And now they're looking at Pochettino to come back in, and I'm laughing so hard because that's.
I'm
gonna
so
go-
happy about that.
Oh, I was cooking you. I was like, oh yeah, Pat, did you know that I caught Anthony out? He was going to bed, and then in the group chat, I'm like, oh my god, here we go, Pochettino to Chelsea, and he's like, what? Wait, what? I got him off the fence. I
I don't like it. I really
got
don't
him.
like Pochettino.
I got him.
I
I got him.
rate him. I think Pochettino shouldn't have gone to PSG. I think a lot of
No.
managers shouldn't go to PSG. I think PSG is just PSG. Look, at the end of the day, both of us, City and PSG, get slated for the UCL issues, but PSG just look like more lost. We usually win and bottle our lead, but PSG just do like they don't care. And genuinely,
Yeah.
when I watched that match, there were separate players who just didn't care. Messi was just putting a half-ass show so that he shows his coat, but you can tell from Messi's face, I'm going back to Barcelona soon. He's not going to.
No, he's not going back to Barcelona, bro, because there is only one reason he would ever go back to Barcelona is that to go back and get the money that Barcelona owes him.
This is a long cook from Anthony.
They won't. I mean, they have to get rid of 200 million in order to actually play in La Liga next season.
He's going to go to Barcelona B in like the third division.
Yeah. So he's not going to Barcelona. These men have sold most of their club. Then they couldn't find enough money. They sold the grass in their club. I don't know what else is left. Left for
No,
them.
but that's,
Honestly,
they had
birthdays
weddings.
and
they had weddings on the pitch too in their function
Yeah.
center, and it's ridiculous.
They were,
And,
making,
you know,
they were making kids pay money so that you go hold Messi's jersey and take a picture. That's just petty.
but the
Super
worst
chats
part
was
is
on that channel. They also had super chats on YouTube with their owner. People sending super
Yeah.
chats.
the worst
The-
part is
the-
that when their music plays after a goal, you know how they do the little celebrations and fireworks. It gets halfway through the song and it says pay $6.99 for Spotify Premium. So they're too cheap to have even premium on their stadium.
Okay, let me read these comments because there's a lot of comments. Don't worry, FA love these English managers. Besides, Southgate replacement needs to be English. Don't forget, I can't believe that nonsense. I don't know about this English thing. I think they had a few issues with foreign managers. So English people. Don't forget, FA love to kiss these English managers' backsides. Okay, I read that. Okay, 6-0 to Liverpool. That's what Twisted says. England women's won the Euros and their manager was foreign. England rugby team win the World Cup. Shock horror. Coach was foreign. Yeah, speak
Yep.
on it. Bournemouth
Correct.
0, Liverpool 3. I think Liverpool should take confidence into this game. They should.
We'll see. Yeah,
Mr. H says Igao. I don't know what they're on about. I'll pretend as if
I didn't
see
say
that.
anything.
Canadian
Well-
people. I mean, what?
We'll be there no matter what with Arsenal fan, but everybody will be there. Trust me. Everybody will be shameless. Pep gets carried away by his quality players. He is so overrated. Pep is actually the GOAT. You know what? Half of Pep would actually make Crystal Palace better. Half of Pep. But you know what? Twisted is talking big. And it's before our match. This is not the time to talk big, Twisted. Both of us have to be humble. So this match can go either way. It can go Crystal Palace dunking
They're
on
a
us.
bogey team. They're a bogey
Yeah,
team
this-
for you.
I'm just telling you, Crystal Palace is no joke, bro.
Yeah, let's see. How has it been recently? Okay, so The form guide. And now this is the form guide. So the form guide,
no.
somehow Man City have managed to drag themselves away from being looking like a shit Man City. Quite funny that people say it's a shit Man City, but I saw the table and one Man City fan blasted me and say, no, actually, it was a City fan, as a Liverpool fan, told me to shut up and say, stop saying City have a bad season, since you don't know what a bad season is. So Crystal Palace lost to Man United. I remember that game. They drew against Brighton. They always have Brighton's number. Brentford, the drew.
By the way, Brighton is a hard team to play against this season. They have been doing really well. So that draw is actually a good result.
Yeah,
Brentford,
even the draw
is the
against
same,
Liverpool
bro.
was great. The Liverpool draw
bro,
was great.
Brentford is also a good team this season. That draw is also a good result.
Do you
Liverpool,
think
They scored an offside
Is
goal, I think, in the Aston Villa one. I think the VAR chopped down that goal.
Do you think there's a shout for the is it De Zerbi or whatever his name is for Brighton to be manager of the year?
no,
You don't think so?
No, let's not
No.
get excited. Manager,
No, I'm just saying.
no.
Do you want me to shock you? Do you know what's going to happen? Let me tell you about England and the media. Klopp is going to manage to drag his team into top 4. Klopp, again. Klopp.
And they'll give it to Klopp.
And they'll give him manager of the year and manager of the season. This
They'll
has
give
happened
it to Klopp.
before. Do you remember they gave it to him when he dragged his team to top 4? Why other managers
They'll give it-
doing well? They'll give it to Klopp.
They'll give it to Klopp. They'll give
It's
it to
supposed
Klopp.
to be Arteta.
All right,
but
we'll see.
It's supposed to be
Or,
Arteta.
Arteta or Klopp.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, so the City drew to Nottingham Forest. That was one of the games that pissed me off. I
Yeah.
threw the remote at the TV. Now I have to buy a new TV. The recent meetings is 4-0 at City at home, 2-0 away at City, 2-0 by Crystal Palace. I remember this game, and then they drew
Yeah.
and took points off us at the home stadium. Then they came to the Etihad and were dunking on us 2-0 all the first half. And then Haaland decided to put on new boots and dunked on them. So it was 4-2.
He's a cyborg.
So the thing about Crystal Palace is they either give City an easy run on some of the games, or they decide to frustrate us. So for me, to be honest with you, it's very difficult to predict this game. But this is the first time we're playing Crystal Palace and we need the points. Most times we played them and we've never really needed to win. So what is your prediction, guys? I'm looking at a very tight game or a draw.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 0-0 or 2-2.
Nil. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I think it's most probably 2-2 because I don't know, man. Because you also kind of play a little bit of a high line, and
Yeah.
I think Wilfred Zaha is coming back as well, and they got some good
Yeah, I
players
think
in Eze and
Yeah, he
Olise.
helped them to score because I think he's gonna help them to score because they were complaining on the. No, I'm serious on the Paris channel. They were saying they haven't won a game since 2023 and they are struggling to score. I told them that after saying that, I bet you this will be the game where you score.
Because it's something there in Selhurst Park, bro. There is something about Selhurst Park.
Juju.
Yeah, for sure. And you were too cocky today as well.
I wasn't cocky. I just wanted to because Twisted was winding me up and he says do you know the thing about Twisted? He makes me laugh. He doesn't back his own team, but he twerks for another team. And you ask, why are you twerking? Because you know how it started, Anthony. It started with the fact that he came and said that, Madrid will lose to Liverpool. I was like, there's no way. If it happens, no. But I was like, 5-2 is next level. Madrid is a different animal. That's the thing about Madrid. Unless there's a red card, trust me, Madrid are not in the Bernabeu. They're giving away a 5-2.
I mean, we tried our best. Like, we tried our level best and we still
3-0.
lost.
You were giving them 3-0. You were beating them 3-0 and I thought the game was over. Guess what they did?
Yeah, we were going through at that point.
Never.
And it just doesn't happen, bro. It just
And
doesn't happen.
I think also Liverpool have to be careful. They mustn't think that, we have dunked on Man United, then we're going to the Bernabeu, we might dunk on Liverpool. Be careful. If you open up.
That is the biggest thing. I remember the Liverpool fans being so loud, and I remember it even just among the people I know, I was just like,
Are you done?
You don't want you don't want to do it because it's Real Madrid. Like they exude. They are Mr. Champions League team. You know what I mean? Like they find a way to win. They always find a way to win. And Liverpool got cocky in that first half, and
Holy crap, bro.
They
That's what-
blasted the
that's
crap
what-
out of them.
That's what Madrid does to you. They let you score. Because I remember when they came at the Etihad. Look, to be honest with you, at the Etihad, I blame our players. Our players were playing around, especially Riyad Mahrez and Foden. They had tap-ins. They could have given each other tap-ins. Guess what? They decided to shoot and hit the post. If Foden
Yeah.
gave it to Mahrez, Mahrez was open. Like, Mahrez was actually, like, doing this. And he was on the middle of the goal, and the goal was empty because Courtois was guiding Foden. Foden decided
Yeah.
to hit the pole.
I don't
Mahrez,
like that.
I don't know if Mahrez it was payback. The same thing Foden was pointing. That's what I'm saying. We could have what we would have done to Madrid. I think at the Etihad would have been historic. But that's with Madrid. I think players think, "Oh, let me kill them myself." Don't.
No,
Give it
you
to the
can't
best
do
guy.
that, bro.
Give it to the best guy to finish them because I still think till the date of today, if we had a Alvarez or a Haaland during that first leg of Madrid and De Bruyne was putting it on the plate and people putting it over the roof, I think it would have been different. But also, I saw Chelsea. Chelsea smoked them, Josh.
Yeah,
Smoked
We
They
them.
were
did.
so good, bro.
Yeah.
Where
But
does
again,
that-
it just
Heritage,
Real Madrid
no.
just did Real
Those
Madrid
guys
things.
bathe. No, those guys bathe in juju. They bathe in juju. That's what they do.
It's
That's not heritage.
and the thing is, we actually won that game as well. It's not
We
like we
did.
drew or anything. We actually won that fucking game.
Everybody-
I
if
just,
you talk about ties, I think a lot of people won the ties against Madrid. They just finessed you. That's what they did. They
we
finessed
we
everybody.
won that game as well. I just
No,
couldn't. It is what it
I
is,
think
bro.
they beat people with away goals. They beat even PSG. Everybody, they beat you with away goals because you allowed
Yeah.
them to come back. I think so.
No, it wasn't away goals, right? The away goals rule wasn't there. So what happened was they beat us 3-1 at Chelsea, where Edward Mendy did a fucking madness. I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah. And then we were actually beating them 3-0, and then we scored another goal which was called offside. Then we scored another one after that, again another offside, and we were comfortable in 3-1, and Benzema scored a header which made it 3-1, and it was going into extra time. Just before the game ended, Rodrigo just comes in and something happened. It is what it is.
Here's another cocky fan. One of my friends, United won last night. Keep getting cocky. What's your next game in the Prem? I swear to God, if you get...
Southampton.
Southampton.
Okay, away, isn't it?
No, at home. Wait.
I'll tell you something.
I think it's at
You will definitely beat Southampton, but do not give any bloody free kicks around the bloody box.
Don't.
That
Oh,
bastard
Ward
there,
Prowse.
he's like a penalty taker, isn't he?
Don't. And Southampton are one of those teams, Ovi, one of those teams that end up just ruining your day. They are bad out.
Yes.
And then when they're desperate, like how they're desperate right now, they just come. They've ruined our day before. Trust me, they ruined. They came to the Etihad and scored within 3 minutes. Guess what? I was like, they've scored 3 minutes. We're a big team. We'll obviously score. Josh, I've never seen such frustrating game. They locked up and there was zero chance.
Southampton. They're one of the most bipolar teams I think I've ever seen in the Premier League history. Like they can hold 9-1 game, then they can go on a run of like 3 draws against the top 6 teams all away.
That's what happened with us. After that, they went and held 9.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
They beat Chelsea and lost their next game. I don't get it. I mean, obviously, like we are also in relegation battles these days, but
Pure.
still.
Oh, don't start. Don't start.
Don't start. When has Pep ever made a condition that you say, "Oh my God, Twisted, throw it away, get in the UCL first"? Everton was 1, Leeds 2, Leeds 1, Brighton 2. Wow, 2-0 Chelsea. Yes, 3-0 Chelsea. Speak on it.
Everybody has so much. Everybody has like a lot more
German Pulisic.
lot more confidence. I mean, at least Kai Havertz is actually available. Pulisic's best game played. He was played in his bloody hospital bed in his PlayStation.
Pulisic is a good player. It's just I think he gets injured a lot. Inter is playing on Tuesday. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, so here's another. Nah, bro. Serie A is actually fun to watch nowadays. It is actually fun to watch nowadays.
It is actually fun because it is actually fun because of one team, because of Napoli. There is no other team that I respect in that league. See,
Yeah.
Serie A is also fun to watch because everybody is getting arrested. and going broke. They are running to banks for loans and shit. It's all fun and games in the
Wow.
Serie A, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh.
This is Anthony Fire.
Oh, he's on fire tonight. Yeah.
Kulusevski is overrated, man. I think Kulusevski is good. It's just that he's in the wrong team.
Oh.
Let's be honest. Kane
Bro,
deserves the loyalty trophy. Kane
I'll
deserves.
tell you. I'll tell you something. One of the biggest lies Daniel Levy has told the Tottenham fans is that he's going to spend close to 100 million. Right? Yes, he is going to spend 100 million. You know why? He has to pay the release clause of Bentancur this summer. He has to pay the money that is owed for Kulusevski. He has to pay the money that he has to pay for Pedro Porno. Right? That's 100 million there. Right? And that's what he said. So he's actually not lying to the Tottenham fans. He's actually going to spend 100 million on these players that you already have.
Can we talk about that chat for a second? Do you think that's true?
What's true?
One is of Kane is better
Okay,
than
wait,
Haaland.
can I also speak on this? I think Dan was asking me why I've stopped talking about Nunes. Dan, I hope you're watching, Dan. Dan, the reason why I stopped talking about Nunes is I just gave up. I knew it from the beginning, but I wanted to prove it. I wanted life to hit you Liverpool fans with a spoon. Because after the community, let me speak. After the community shield, Josh, this man started saying this man will have a better season than Haaland. Haaland is overrated, but somehow God has humbled these people. The thing is, even if you compare Nunes and Alvarez is catching Nunes, and Alvarez is coming with cameos, doing 10 minutes there, these minutes there. The thing about it is, Nunes, I admired him as a player, but sometimes I think in life, it's the same thing as you go into a basketball team, and the best basketball player, you say, you know what, by the end of the season, I'm going to beat you. Based on what? So look, guys, Nunes, I can tell you this. I can go as far as telling you that as long as Haaland is in this league, Nunes is his bitch. I think that's what we can say.
I mean, anybody is Haaland's bitch at this moment, to be honest. By the way, I think even Raheem Sterling is catching Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, he is. And Foden has surpassed him. Already. And Foden was injured for half of the season and was just playing few games.
Hey, same with Raheem as well. Raheem has not been there as well.
I told you about Raheem, Anthony. I was just hating because of he left us. But overall,
Raheem is so good, bro. He's so good. I loved Raheem. I love Raheem.
Oh, yeah, wait. So, what did you ask again? You said you want to speak on the Kane and Haaland.
Yeah.
Yes.
This isn't agenda driven at all because I've conceded defeat, obviously, as you fully know. But what do you think? Like, do you think Kane is a better player than Haaland? And I think, like footballer, because people always mess it up. People are always like, because Haaland is banged 25 in the league,
27.
Yeah,
27. Okay, yeah, but because he's banged it, he's obviously elite. Like, how do you view that? I mean, I think Kane's a better all around player, and yes, he's more experienced and he's got like 9 years on him, but when you're looking at all-round footballer, I don't know. What do you think?
I bring it back. I bring it back to this. I rate Kane, and Kane is this version of Kane was never there. Why I'm saying this is I remember Kane being. I remember I used to call him a tree trunk. That's what I used to say. I used to also call him a truck at a point in time. Kane used to do the same thing as Haaland, where he would just stand in the front, get service. People forget one thing. I also forgot that I remembered. I was like, well, Kane at a certain age, he was the same. He was not playing balls or assisting. Kane was just scoring. He could have had like 1 assist the whole season and be on 22 goals. I remember that time. But it's when, and I still rate this, and people try to say, no, it's not him. It's Jose Mourinho that changed Kane.
Yes.
Jose Mourinho.
Yes.
Definitely Jose.
Coach never made Kane drop in. Kane was a statue. He used to wait and say, because you know why I'm saying this? Because I remember I wanted him at City, and somebody was like, we don't want a statue at City. It's not going to suit the City way. The only time Kane went hot for City, and pundits were like, he's perfect for Pep, is when
Mhm.
Mourinho was there. And I hate Spurs fans because some Spurs fans don't give credit to Mourinho for changing this man.
Yeah.
When did he change him though? He was 27, 26. How old is Haaland? 21. So
Mhm.
right now, if we talk about striker for striker, no special ability, I think, again, as Anthony said, everybody's
Oh, yeah.
Haaland's pick. Because that's
Exactly,
Kane's-
bro. Pure
Apart-
goal scoring
Kane's-
ability, nobody can get close to Haaland.
Apparently, this is Kane's
No.
best season in scoring. 18 at this point in time is Kane's best
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Because, bro, one thing is that man, his back must be broken at this point in time. He's carrying
Tottenham.
You know what they need to do? They need to completely wipe that club off and change that cock or something that they have. Is
The
it cockerel
cockster.
or something? Yeah, they need to change everything.
Can somebody educate Twisted? I think we keep saying this time. Isn't this Haaland's first season? Do we forget that? Isn't this
See,
first season?
one thing is that
Yeah.
people need to understand Kane might be able to play another 3 seasons because of all the injuries he's had and the age he's getting on up there and things like that. But Haaland has a longer career to go. And
Yeah.
who knows, he will pick up a few more tricks up his sleeves,
Well,
in
you
the
see,
long run.
you see
You
it
can
already.
also see the match we played. What's that match we played where people were saying he got the assist, but even the pundit said something. Pep is doing something to this boy. This boy.
Yeah, I remember it was a
Played
few
like
games
this.
ago because I remember talking about it. And
Oh, the
fact-
Bournemouth game where he was coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah. because like, I remember thinking, God, he looks awkward trying to drop back and feet around. And it
Yeah.
was kind of like he was.
I called him a
intentionally-
giraffe.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But yeah, I remember like he'd come to midfield, he'd come back to the defenders, he'd get the ball, he'd pass it off. Like Pep's clearly trying to make him a bit more fluid, as Mourinho did with Kane, and even Mourinho kind of did with Ronaldo, converting him to a striker and making him sort of being around the box there. But yeah, it's kind of like I think he could do it. I mean, he's young enough to be molded, so you know. Long may it continue.
What does
but-
Mr.
He
H
was-
mean, by the way? I need to ask this question. What does the H stand for?
Hater, Mr. Hater.
Hemorrhoids.
I'm so happy that this channel is not monetized because I think we would have been done by 10 minutes.
Wow. We'd be taken down already for sure.
I can absolutely assure you that it would be very Real Madrid thing to concede 4. They would concede 4, and you know what Madrid
Score
would do?
5.
They'll concede
They will score 1.
Yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll score 1 and make it. That would be funny. I would laugh. I would.
That's
be
what they
laughing.
do, bro. See, they need to score 4 without reply. That's the problem.
Yeah,
But they'll score 1. or 2.
exactly.
They'll score 1 or 2. That is no problem.
They'll get on the board.
Let's ask you, who's gonna stop Benzema if Benzema decides to turn up? And
Oh,
Vinicius-
what a player! What a player!
Benzema is something else, isn't it?
He's still doing it. I can't believe it. This guy's got to be like one of the all-time greats of La Liga. Seriously.
Bro, could you imagine if Benzema was like 27 years old and you didn't have Haaland and you had Benzema? You'll be walking this fucking league right
Yeah,
about now.
but that's the other thing also. The Benzema we've been seeing since he turned 30, 31 is different from the other one because the other Benzema wasn't like this. Because this is what I've noticed some of the strikers. Lewandowski also, when he got older, he said
Lewandowski, bro, you can't blame Lewandowski. He's doing 2 jobs at Barcelona, one as
Yeah.
a lifeguard, one as a striker. So
One
yes,
one as a babysitter to make sure that Piqué is not sleeping with other players.
yes, he has too many jobs, bro, at Barcelona. So
But see, that's the thing with Benzema. Like I think his career was prolonged because Ronaldo was taking all the attention at Real Madrid. He
Yes.
didn't have to do as much work at all, and now he's what 36 or something.
And he's
33.
better. Now he's better than
33.
the other
He's
Benzema.
better than he was back then. And oh my god, what a player! Oh,
You know what? I think respect to such strikers who, when they were younger, they were just goal poachers, and then when they get older, they decide to say, "I can do more." I think respect to them. I pick up to that, and you know, it's
Yeah.
also modern day football and managers. I think they're not just allowing you to just stand there, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just unfortunately that my brother Lukaku, I don't think if he turns 30 or 34, he will evolve like that. I don't see.
He's evolved, bro. He's already evolved.
Okay, okay.
No, he's not in his final. He's not in his final form yet.
Yeah.
He's yet to go make his final form. He's literally going to be.
Super
He's going
Saiyan 3.
He's going to look like a burnt potato. That's literally all he is.
He's already evolving. He's taking his power-ups in McDonald's.
Mr. H again. That's a lie. Son sometimes gives hurricane tap-ins. You never know. Anyway, City never replace Aguero. Yeah,
I think City has replaced Aguero.
yeah. Crystal Palace will never replace Simon Jordan. There you go. It's such.
They never replace Ian Wright.
Benzema is shit this season. Sorry, he's shit, but in the UCL, he's a different animal. Twisted, where do you get your ball knowledge? Where do you, Mr.
No,
Bright?
he's a Barcelona fan.
Yeah, but Barcelona being top, they still got dunked by United. Barcelona got dunked.
Barcelona are posers, bro.
See, that explains so much because he's trying to loan out to other clubs. He's that cheap, he can't afford to be a Barcelona fan.
Dragonfly. You see, Dragonfly. This is the mistake every team has made in the UCL. Yes, in the league, Madrid can be losing. Once they come in the UCL and hear that music,
They don't know what is happening, bro. They were shit when they played Liverpool in the first time as well, in the first leg.
yeah, people thought that Liverpool dunk on them, and Liverpool fans thought the same.
Bro,
Yeah.
can you honestly sit there and type another chat? Can you honestly say that you are able to see that Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to defend Vinicius Jr.?
No. Even
He's
if it's Rodrigo playing, Rodrigo
Trent
still
is
hurt
getting,
him.
Bro,
Trent's getting spun like Lissandro Martinez and Mo Salah. That's how it's going to end up.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. Do you know who Trent's father is this season? Trent's father is a Japanese player called Mitoma. Mitoma owns Trent.
He's what a purchase.
What he's done to Trent this season. I told people that Trent is gonna have to tell Mitoma at the end of the season, when the season is done, meet me at outside Anfield. We're gonna fight. They just have to fight because what he did to him.
Yeah.
My God.
bro, the thing is, bro, Vinicius does it to the best right backs in the world. It's just what he does.
And Trent
It's
is
just
not-
how it is.
Trent is not even top 5 right now. If you're being honest, he's not.
Yeah,
He's not.
it's just what he does. The thing is, he just got injured again. Bro, he'll be ready.
Let me tell you something. Even if Benzema doesn't play, Rodrigo and them man will still find a way to dunk. I'm
Bro,
telling
they are so weird, bro.
Mm.
you. They're bad. They're bad. They're evil. They're just. You know what? The only guy you have to take out of that team is Modric. I think he's the juju. I think Modric.
Yeah.
Because that old man at the age of 170 years old is still playing football. So.
Yeah, bro, did you see this boy Camavinga? Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh, he's something special.
And you know what? They keep bringing and Tchouameni was injured during the Liverpool game. He was gone. So Tchouameni is the best DM apparently, and they still didn't play like a best DM. Casemiro is not there. They still managed to beat. Guys, I think you don't understand. It was at Anfield on a UCL night.
Yep.
But they were losing 2-0. They still managed to beat you at the Anfield UCL night. They still beat you 5-2. 5-2 is not a joke. City dunked on Liverpool 5-0, but it was during COVID. It was quiet. But
Yeah.
this is a UCL.
So it was no
night.
different to how it normally is at the Empty Head.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah, he actually said yes to it.
I knew you were gonna do that. But this is what I think people don't get it. It was a Champions League night at Anfield, and you got beat
Yeah.
5-2. Man, Madrid is
See again,
different. I'm
if
sorry.
Liverpool
What do you
managed to
feel?
do it, Liverpool managed to do it, bro, well
win
done.
it.
Like
I think if
it's
they manage to do it, they'll win the UCL. I think they'll win it.
yes,
They'll have that-
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
100%. But again, it's a tough ask. It's not impossible, but it is impossible.
UCL sometimes it's luck. It's luck sometimes on goal. You know what? Somehow City have never received an on goal in the UCL. Can somebody, Only Mangala did it against ourselves. Can a team please one time just score an on goal and let us score through?
For me, like I'm you know why I am like this today, because I am practically on vibes. We have nothing.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why sometimes Chelsea is dangerous. When you guys have nothing, you're very unpredictable in cup games.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
remember the last time? Yeah, you look at what was going on with Chelsea when they won the UCL. They were in all sorts, and
They were,
Tuchel just
they were shit in the league, and we were saying
Yeah.
these guys are shit, and people were saying, "Oh, there's no way." Blah 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 blah. Obviously, you know what? It's only now I've actually accepted. I'm not gonna use that DM excuse anymore. City fans, if you're sitting there watching this, stop using that excuse anymore. I just
We are good, bro.
no. Listen, I looked at our game. I looked from the dressing room. City players, if you ever watch this, you don't go to a UCL final, and all of you are like this on the wall. What were you doing? What were they doing? They were nervous. You frauds! Did you see them before they went out in the dressing, like on the tunnel? They were all like nervous. Walker was on the floor like this. Like, what were they thinking about? Obviously, I think they were like, "Oh my God, Pep the fraud hasn't played a DM."
Yeah, maybe that's what they were thinking.
Maybe. That's what I thought. I was like, maybe they were like, but now that man will kill me. Josh, you should see the stream I did. I forgot. I finished the stream and left it on. One of my friends texted me, "He's like, your stream is still on." I was so pissed off that day. Because, no.
I don't blame you.
You know what? I deep down felt that if they were serious and if Pep did not mess around, because Fernandinho, I think, was giving us his last. You know, when a player is about to leave, and even Tuchel said it, I was shocked that Fernandinho was not there because he was playing incredible. I think he knew this is my last year, so Fernandinho was giving it all. I think Fernandinho was not going to allow that loss because Fernandinho is one of the best captains for City, because he used to go to them and say, "Put your head up, put your chin up." But you benched him, and not only did you bench Fernandinho,
but even after Fernandinho came on, bro, we were still very dangerous that game.
you know why, though? But you know why? It's because when you're in a final like that and you're already down and somebody has already fucked up and one of your best players he's injured, I think it was just fucked. You fucked things already because
Chelsea had all the momentum there anyway, so it was too late for him to bring him on.
No, we were just on another level that game.
That's
bro.
I know. No, I think that's also on Pep.
Yeah.
Like Antonio Rudiger, that game, bro, he was not letting anything happen.
I know. Oh, by the way, I never knew until late when I saw that Foden went through on goal and Rudiger saved your asses because your keeper was down. Because
Rudiger would have never let anything go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, bro, you don't realize we were actually playing Azpilicueta in centre back. He is one of the best one-on-one defenders that you will see. He is never flashy, but you get past him, that means you will score a goal. But
let me just say it was destiny, because I think you guys won games that we thought you were going to lose. Because even throughout your run, you are like that Atletico Madrid. I thought Atletico Madrid were going to knock you out. I thought they were genuinely going to knock you out.
We fucked them up.
Yeah, like wasn't it you guys also fucked up Liverpool? Somebody fucked up Liverpool even in that. No, it wasn't you guys.
No, not us.
It was you before.
It was Madrid.
Yeah, and then we beat then we beat Madrid as well under Zidane.
I think you guys. I think people underestimated you. I think you guys had a tougher run than. So we also had one. We had to play PSG. We had a tough run too. Both of us had tough runs. I think so.
We both had very tough runs. Like we played Madrid, home and away. We drew them away and we won home.
Yeah. You know what? Let's be honest. That Man City was also a different animal. I think the whole Champions League we conceded only 3 goals. 1 goal was in the final. I think
must be nice to be in the Champions League.
You're coming
but
back,
the thing, the thing is, bro, that you don't actually realize we actually had a cheat code in N'Golo Conte.
Yeah,
he's actually a cheat code, bro.
Do you genuinely think if he was, let's say, if he was injured for the final, would have you?
It would have been different. Because, bro, first of all,
Rudiger was also Super Saiyan 7 that season. He was on fire.
Correct, bro. But the thing is, you have to realize, first of all, in order for you to get to Rudiger, you have to get through Conte. And Conte is everywhere.
Gundogan said Conte is as if you're playing 3 players.
You can't run, bro. He's everywhere. That
But you know,
little fellow is popping down all over the place.
you know what pissed me off though? The usual Man City, where let's say when Spurs got rid of us in the UCL, we played them in the league and we outplayed them off the park at a point where Spurs gave up, and it was a 1-0 game, but we could have won by more. And then we meet you. I remember we meet the exact same team that beat us in the UCL. We meet you in the league, and you guys were on fire. Then we outplayed you, and De Bruyne masterclass. Where remember when Conte wanted to chop him down and he scored, and you sit there, you're like, this Man City team can actually. Somebody told me once that your team is capable of slapping anybody, but
Yes.
as soon as I go to the UCL, I think that mentality just changes.
Bro, like my thing is, for me, even this year, right? The Champions League, I'm saying it right now, we are not going to win anything in the Champions League, nothing. But
too.
if we do get a favorable draw in the quarterfinals,
Like who?
N'Golo,
Was Benfica are ruthless?
I don't mind Benfica, to be honest.
What about Napoli? I don't want to.
No, I don't want 4 teams. Either City, Napoli,
I say
Real Madrid.
I say it would be a 50-50. City don't do well.
No, so I'm saying Napoli, City, Real Madrid, and
Liverpool.
I can't remember the other team. Other than that, I am
Liverpool will be out maybe.
either or.
Neither. What about Bayern? Bayern are not great.
I think we can take Bayern, because the thing is, for me, N'Golo Conte coming back gives me a lot of hope.
Mhm.
And if we go to a semi-final, bro, after you go to a semi-final, it becomes anyone's game.
It does. It becomes anybody's game. And I'm telling you, I think, but this is the issue. And obviously, we're gonna do the prediction, and we're just gonna predict some of these fast and just pick the ones that obviously are a bit serious. To be
Give me
honest
2
with
seconds,
you,
I'll be back, yeah?
yeah, go. To be honest with you, Josh, if you look at the games, if you look at the teams in the UCL right now, none of the
Yeah.
teams look stable, unless only Napoli looks stable. None of the teams look stable. Am I the only one who's seen that? Even Bayern, I know
Yeah.
they won against PSG. Even City, everybody looks like they can be got at, or anybody looks like it's just gonna be a flip of the coin if you get at the semis.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the bigger clubs will end up in the pointy end. Maybe a dark horse for like Napoli might make it to the semis, but I can't see them going on to winning it. Something feels, because you said it in the chat the other day, and I'm just like, something just is a bit different about the
Doesn't
Champions
feel
League
right.
this year.
I mean,
It doesn't feel the
right.
same. I mean,
feel
maybe it's because the bigger teams have dropped out, like maybe because Barcelona went to Europa, maybe the usual names, but I mean, there's still enough of the big clubs left. It's still like a normal Champions League. I mean, PSG bottled it again. Bayern still putting teams away. City making it difficult for themselves. Chelsea is still there amongst it. So it's got all the same formulas, but I guess it's just not hitting the same. And I can't put my finger on it.
I
But
think it'll be better if the big boys reach the semis. Maybe that's when we'll see proper games.
yeah, I think who's left? Benfica. I think
Leipzig
no.
against
Leipzig, Porto.
Inter,
Porto.
AC Milan.
I think maybe Benfica might go through. I'm not too sure. You'll see 1 or 2 of the smaller clubs still be in the next stage, but I think most of the big boys will be there, and then you'll see the people take a bit more seriously. It'll start to pick up a bit more. I think the way this year went, it's affected most of the teams across Europe, to be honest, and you're just seeing it a bit.
The World Cup also. The World
Yeah.
Cup. We've noticed that most of the teams that gave away a lot of players at the World
Yeah,
Cup.
exactly. Yeah, so a bit. Look, I think it's going to improve. It always does. And once it gets to the Series 10, players get a little bit more second wind energy. Fatigue sort of goes away because it's like, okay, we've got to pass to the final now.
Whichever big team reaches the semis and decides to take things seriously, I think they'll win it.
Yeah, I still think Real Madrid is in with a good chance. I mean,
I think this is gonna be the 15th. I have this little thing in the back of my head that this is the 15th one that's coming up, because there seems to be those who have the mentality to go down and come back.
Yeah, and but like they're not too far away from Barcelona to still win the La Liga, but I think they're far enough away where they may just go, look, we'll settle for Champions League spot again, and they'll put more effort into the Champions League, and I think they could win it again. Wouldn't surprise me, but anyone can take it from this point, honestly.
Yeah, so looking at Fulham and Arsenal. Jesus Christ. Fulham have never beaten Arsenal, have they? Wow.
No, not in the last while.
What
Yeah.
do you think of this game? Fulham are away. And this is just what I've noticed with Arsenal. They keep letting teams score first, even in. So now it's 4 times they've gone behind.
Arsenal need to be.
You think this juju of coming back because of passion? Because Fulham away is difficult, and Leno is not a bad keeper, and they've got a good defense.
Yeah, Arsenal need to be careful here. I mean, I remember hearing Gary Neville. You know, it's a very basic thing to say, but Arsenal need to stop conceding so many goals so early. And
They are. They were down 2-1 to Sporting.
Is Bernd Leno coming to haunt them back and keep like a clean sheet?
Like the way Loris Karius was going to have an amend his Liverpool moment in the Carabao Cup. It's not going to happen. But I don't know. I just think Fulham, they could scare Arsenal, and they're a better team than Bournemouth. And if they get 2 goals ahead, they could well lock them out.
Yeah, this is
they have this guy Raum, I believe, Raum or somebody.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. And I mean, just
Anthony Robinson.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
Even the dead baller, bloody Andreas Pereira is doing okay out there as well. He's looking decent.
Good at Fantasy League, no?
Yeah. So I mean, I think Arsenal should win this probably 2-0, 2-1. But it's a tricky one.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah, but look, you know what? Fulham has been a difficult team at home. They're very difficult at home.
They are.
And you're right. Like Fulham, unlike Bournemouth, Fulham have got people who can finish. And and a better defense and a better mid. So I don't know what's going on with Arsenal, because even against Sporting, I said Sporting had to score an own goal for Arsenal to draw. And they were down 2-1, they were down 1-0. So they keep going down. They've been going down.
Wasn't the first goal that Arsenal scored against Sporting was a deflection as well?
Yeah. So it somehow the magic of them, you know how the beginning of the season they were blowing you away. Now they are coming back. So I'm saying I don't think comebacks are guaranteed anymore. If you go down to Fulham, you're right. You're going to have a long day. And Fulham's counter, I'm just saying, look, I know they're going to win. I think Arsenal will win this, but I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be a 2-1 because Fulham are not backs at home. Fulham have troubled everybody. We almost drew with Fulham at home before Haaland's pen.
It's amazing how, you know, they were yo-yo over the last 5 to 6 years.
Marco Silva, pick up.
Yeah, he's doing.
Yeah, but big Marcos. This is Marco Silva's level, though, bro.
Yeah, but
he mustn't try going up again. I think he stays here.
I don't know. I think just there's something about this game that makes me think there could be a draw. Arsenal should do it, but this is a really big banana skin for them, especially the way Fulham have taken it to the bigger teams. It's going to be. I'm actually going to watch it. It's going to be good.
They were the first ones to cover up Liverpool and expose Liverpool that they're not having a good season.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, with regards to Marco Silva, we haven't spoken about someone that we should have spoken about. The greatest player to ever be coached by Marco Silva, Richarlison.
70 million, innit? 70 million.
Well, 2 million without Weghorst is more goals than Richarlison.
It's a fucking joke, bro.
Don't bring Weghorst, the super number 10, in this, because Weghorst, I was holding. So you know why I've got smoke for Weghorst? Because some United fans I know were yapping too much about having 2 strikers. Look at what's happened. I know he's playing great, but he found the goal after 6 million chances. You know. If that was Lukaku. All I'm saying is that was Lukaku. We'll be saying he's eating at Burger King. Rodrigo plays.
Yes.
What is he saying? Rodrigo what?
Plays better than Benzema this season. Not gonna lie. So if Rodrigo is playing better than Benzema, isn't that a problem for Liverpool?
Yeah, especially if they all turn up.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like I think Dragon, it doesn't matter what they do at the La Liga. We don't care about what they're doing at La Liga. As soon as even if Hazard starts playing better than Benzema.
What's his name? Dragon or Dragonfly?
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly 3-3.
Dragonfly. Maybe he should go back to his cocoon or something.
You know what? This is why I love Anthony, and this is why that's why Anthony. I told people that no matter how big this football cheers comes in, I'll never that monetization thing. I'm tired of answering to YouTube. I am tired. That's
Yeah.
not what I wanted. I just monetized because it was exciting. It happened, exciting. This one I want. I'll refuse that monetization because now it's also apparently 13 seconds. You can't swear at the beginning of the video. You can't.
What?
They'll catch you. Yeah. My friend who do the podcast, the 5 rounds, wrote us a message like, guys, no swearing. 13 seconds in, don't swear. I was like, so what am I gonna say? I don't like to be pounded. I want to say fuck, fuckity fuck.
Fuckity
It's
fuck. Yeah, exactly.
fuck-
Exactly.
Pep, I swear to God, Pep, if Leipzig knock us out, the words I'll say to you, I will not go on the True City fan channel. I'll come here so I can be free. Oh.
Oh,
I can
man.
imagine.
Tuesday. So Tuesday, 12
So-
o'clock.
So maybe it's a good thing for you guys. I believe in Kunku might not play that game.
Yeah, he's injured. Apparently, he's the back problem. He rushed him back. But you know
They
what?
rushed him.
Let me tell you something about City. Okay, RB Leipzig, believe it or not, and somebody was telling me, Gundororian was telling me, you know, he goes researching. He was telling me something,
PhD.
and I realized, oh my God, he's right. Apparently, this RB Leipzig is unbeatable at home against big teams.
They are wonderful, bro.
The record at home, like at home, with you manage everybody. They beat Madrid 2-1. They beat us 2-1. They just beat you at home, but away they have an issue. When they go to somebody else's stadium, they tend to collect a lot of goals. To be honest with you, I think if City were serious in that first leg, I think we're going to finish them. Because I watched the Dortmund game versus Leipzig. I noticed one thing about Leipzig. They remind me of a bit of Man City. When somebody starts attacking them, their defenders tend bad. Like Leipzig were sort of defending like the way like a bottom team would defend, like kicking the ball like they were on the floor, like they panic.
Yeah.
But if you
See,
give Leipzig the opportunity to attack you, you're in trouble.
Yep. Because they're quick, bro. That boy Sabozalai or somebody who I recently learned,
Yeah,
he's
Szoboszlai.
quite good, bro.
Quality.
He's pretty
Quality.
good.
Forsberg.
Forsberg, Timo loves to play against Manchester City for some reason.
Tino loves to play against everybody, but he misses. Oh, I
Yeah.
just oh, shit, I just
You just put a curse on it. You're gonna get battered.
By the way, this season he has been very prolific as well, bro.
If he knocks us out, Timo will fight. We'll fight. If you do, you guys are. You know what? This is just me, and I don't know. You can have your own opinion if you want on this. I think Timo Werner was treated badly at Chelsea. I think if he stayed
Yes.
now, he could have been useful.
I love Timo Werner, bro. I was so upset when he left. I really thought that he would have stayed, bro.
Yeah, because no go Werner. Oh, sorry. He go Timo Werner.
Bro, Timo, one thing I'll tell you about Timo, he might not score the goals for you,
He goes
but
trouble.
he will work hard as ever, bro. He never gives up, that boy.
You know what? He could have suited the time when Liverpool wanted him. Even Liverpool, I think
He would have been
Could
fantastic
have
for
been
Liverpool.
better than
Yeah.
Nunes. I think could have been fantastic for Liverpool.
Never mind, Liverpool are getting Mason Mount, so that's good.
You know what? Be careful with that. I have a feeling that Mason Mount fella will actually suit Klopp's intense football.
It's good, bro. Never mind.
UCL winners that don't win the domestic league count for nothing. Nah.
That's not true.
That's not true. I'm sorry. That's not true. I like 14 guys. Let's not play around. If any of us had 14 UCLs right now, would be walking with our chests out.
Oh,
Bro,
absolutely.
I'll be walking
obviously-
without my fucking clothes.
Yeah,
That's how confident I'll be.
Obviously not now. Give me a few months maybe, but
I don't care. I'll be just walking right around.
Where's
I know,
Professor
bro.
gone? No, Professor is sleeping. He's in America. Morning, big up to you, Veta. Veta, please come on Football and Chills because very soon after this weekend, I wish. Oh my God, I wish I could have activated Football and Chills after the 7-0, and even after the 5-2. I could have been shameless.
man.
I could have been so shameless. Sorry, Josh. I could have just been shameless.
That's all right.
A tight 5-0
5-0.
win. Nah, not at Fulham. Not away at Fulham. Unless Fulham.
Fulham is a
Fulhams are not mugs anymore.
relax. We slapped you in quarterfinals. What quarterfinals?
Who's this? What team is yours? What's your team? What's your team, Dragonfly?
Yeah, drop in the
look-
comments.
Luca says, hi. How you doing, Luca, man? I
Hello,
could explain why
Luca.
Ancelotti should be sacked. Okay, Ancelotti should be sacked. Give him a drink.
Ancelotti is going
Right.
home to retire, bro. That man has been here for so long.
Timo German, are you? That's funny.
You know what? I
One
heard
second.
something. I heard something twisted. I heard that your team was looking to bring both Ayu brothers at Palace.
Jordan and Andre?
Yeah, they wanted both of them because Andre was free or
Wow.
something, or Jordan was free. Anyway, Real Madrid. Yeah, Dragonfly, man, you have to be happy. You've got 14 UCLs. You might be getting the 15th. So what's the prediction? Look, guys, I'm going to be bored. I feel like this is going to be a 2-1 Fulham.
Correct.
Fulham.
I think so as well. I think so as well.
Yeah, I think I said
Mitrovic
Arsenal.
Is fit. Mitrovic is fit.
Yeah, I think Arsenal 2-1 only because
I think
I-
1-1, to be honest, for me.
I'm just finding it too hard to call because Fulham could easily do the upset, but Arsenal at the moment they're in that little vein of form where they're not necessarily playing well, but they're winning. So
Yeah,
it's hard to pick.
They're using Passion FC. It's Passion FC. I call them Passion FC.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's go to the big game this week. United.
Yeah, new owners for Manchester United, the Elliott Group and
Oh,
everything.
don't
so
start. I knew it, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Okay, can I ask you something, Josh? When did you switch off the TV?
Third goal. Got to hold the L. And then
Bro,
no, but that's the thing. I
can
forgot
you
to turn.
look?
No, I for-
Just look at this, right?
oh, no, I
United
turned.
wanted
It was
David
so.
Nunez. Nunez scores 2 goals.
This was calm.
United
This was just
wanted
pure calm.
Cody Gakpo.
Don't Gapo.
Two goals.
Gapo. Yeah.
No, you know it's a shit night out when Firmino comes off the bench and scores the last goal of the game.
Yeah, it
Nah.
wasn't your night, bro.
No,
Wait a
no,
minute.
it really
wait a minute.
wasn't.
So Southampton, you beat them 9, but somehow Southampton managed to keep tight goals against you.
Does that go top to bottom or bottom to top? Most recent.
Bottom to top. Recent
2020, 21, like that.
So yeah, that draw, I think was under Ragnick, where the
Oh,
team just
yeah,
fucking. And the wait was a 1-0? Oh, I don't know, but
Well,
yeah,
Bro, you have nothing to worry about,
Oh,
Dragonfly. You have
No. Paul is a good friend. Paul is a good friend. Paul, you should have said from the beginning. I could have known how to talk to you. Paul, what's your hate for Ancelotti? You know what, Ancelotti? Okay, I get it. Ancelotti is not a league manager. I think he's not a league long season manager. I think he's a manager you bring in to just win your UCL. Because I think this is just me. I think if Ancelotti came to City,
that's a
I
hot
think if he
take.
came to- yeah, I think if he came to City, he wins us the UCL and then doesn't win us the league. I think Ancelotti would do that.
Ancelotti won the league with Chelsea.
Oh yeah, miracles.
He won the league with Real Madrid as well.
Yeah,
But I'm saying overall, is he a long-term manager or he's a guy who just comes and fixes?
well, not
He's
anymore.
very
He's
good.
retiring.
He's
not a long-term
retiring, bro.
manager.
He's very old now, bro. Let him go and smoke his cigar in Italy.
You know what? Ancelotti will be on a wheelchair with his eye up in the side of the field. Still,
He's like the Rock's father, but like the Rock's Italian father.
yeah, be the idiot. Okay, you see, Twisted has no loyalty. He was a United fan weeks ago. Now he's twerking for Liverpool.
No, he's actually a Crystal Palace fan these days.
He reminds me of that kid that can't pick a team and it's like, go whoever's winning.
Wait.
Woo!
So, Paul, you as a proud Madrid fan, my friend Paul, who I do streams with at HH Streams, you're telling me you're doubting your own team against Liverpool, Paul. Is that what you're doubting?
Bro. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about this.
Yeah, so what's your prediction on this, Anthony? Do you think Southampton would disappoint United?
No, I think United win this game pretty easily. I really do.
5-0.
I don't know, but one thing I will say: do
Mhm.
not give away free kicks. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I would say.
Or penalties because he doesn't miss.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
guy, the free kick is like a penalty. I don't know what he does.
Juju.
I think
He's-
he's got more free kick goals than Beckham now, hasn't he?
Don't start.
No, I'm just saying.
I know he has, but don't.
It's just he only has one thing about him, and that's it.
No, but he's a good player. He's a stable player. Like I don't
Yeah,
hate on
he
him.
is. Yeah.
No,
the
he's-
Juju for Madrid is real. We will win, but we will come back like we did for Chelsea. Do you know what? When that Juju runs out, that'll be the happiest day of my life. When that Madrid Juju comes out.
No,
You know
for
what?
sure, bro. Madrid is no joke, bro. That's why I said I don't want to face Madrid.
Nobody does though. Nobody does.
Nobody does.
You get to this period of the Champions League, and the last team you want to face is Real Madrid at any point
Correct.
from now on.
I would. The thing is, bro, I will only face Real Madrid whether it's a semi-final or a final.
Yeah.
That's about it. And even that, I'm not sure that we are going to win because that's what Madrid does, bro.
It look at the end of the day, it is the league. This is the cup. It's the cup. It's their cup.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
and we're just visitors. Let's be honest. We're just visiting. in
Correct.
this. We're
Yeah.
just here to visit. And at the end of the day, I think if they win the 15th one, I think next season they must have been put in this. They must have a rest. I think so. I'm not going to
Yes.
allow it. No,
We are going to start Super League, bro.
Yeah. Josh, would you be happy if Madrid won the 15th one again?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what they do, and I mean,
It's what they do. Like you can't
Yeah.
really hate on them.
Okay, so Josh
Oh,
has
what
been
happened to
removed.
Josh?
Josh has been removed because of accepting that Madrid is going to win the 15th and he's going to be happy about it. So unfortunately, the powers above.
Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back.
oh man, that's my first sin bin.
Yeah, go on.
All right, you want my prediction?
Are you seriously happy that they'll win 15th? Please.
Oh, look, no, okay, look, I've got a soft spot for Madrid. Like, it's just, I guess it's just that.
Okay. I'm gonna come back. I'm sorry. It's just that.
Okay, I can't. All right, I've got it. I can't stand the cunts. I hope they never win another Champions League in their life. Fuck a lot of them. Overrated dirtbags.
No, go ahead. So, look. Everybody has a soft spot for somebody. There's always a team you have a soft spot for. It's just I don't hate them. I envy them, and the envy.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing, bro. Like for an example, I know that I probably might be dead and my children might see us maybe try to win 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
That's how difficult winning 15 Champions Leagues are.
It is painful, man. It is painful. And now I don't even see one.
Pat's children even might probably not even see a Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll see someone else hold it.
Yeah, like I mean,
You know that prediction pisses me off. The prediction by your man who predicted Madrid winning the UCL, then he said the next one winning the UCL is Napoli. Then guess who he predicted next?
Chelsea.
No, United. Then after United, he predicted Arsenal. And now with how
Wow.
and you know what? Do you know what pisses me off? How Arsenal are looking great. I have a feeling, my God, maybe it's true. And if Napoli
bro.
win it right now, if Napoli just win it, I know his predictions are right. And next United, I think we're done. As a City fan,
No.
I'll just sit there. And I'll
Okay,
just-
yeah, no. If I was in your position, Pat, after the shit that United and Arsenal have been through in the last 10, 15 years, if we come and win a Champions League before you, I would throw in the towel too.
See, bro, this is the thing, right? Napoli have been brilliant. Nobody is taking that away from them. However,
They have.
Champions League is a different ball game, bro. When you come onto that pitch and when you're in a semi-final, those players have never experienced that before.
How did you get that? Come on to that pitch.
So that's how they get the lines on the field. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't know that too. I didn't know that too. Come on to
But
that pitch.
But I'm just saying that
For the viewers watching, I'm sorry, as I gave the warning at the beginning. Oh shit! I linked true City fan to this, I'm screwed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They will find a way. So come on to the pitch. He's saying walk in. Don't think of.
No. It's nothing like that. There is no premature stuff happening in this situation. I'm just saying
When you come
these
on.
players have not experienced that Champions League
Come on.
atmosphere in a semi-final or a final. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
another word for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the atmosphere.
So
Yeah.
it's different. It's that, see, regardless of our form, Chelsea's form or Real Madrid's form or Bayern Munich's form for that matter, these three clubs, including Liverpool, have been there and knows
And done that.
what it means to win that trophy.
Yes.
Mm.
So it means a lot at that point, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and Napoli, same thing as City, PSG, who had great seasons. I remember when PSG
Bro,
reached the final.
wonderful.
I remember when City was finished the league 20 points, and we were done with the league. We could have rested players and not bothered about the league. We were playing on fire. We went to Anfield and we shut the bed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we were nervous because the goals we conceded were because you were scared. We were scared. And Sadio Mane's juju was still at Liverpool. Let me read this. It says, the Madrid juju is real. We'll win, but we will come back. United 4-1. Why do Madrid find it easy? Because they're elite. Okay, what about your prediction, Josh? I think United 2, Southampton 1. What plus?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I think. Well, see, after the 7-0, my PTSD was at an all-time high, and I wanted at least 3 or 4 goals. I got that. Southampton, I think, should be fairly cruisy. I think 3-0, 3-1. I think we'll probably ship a goal, so I'm going to say 3-1.
Yeah, what plus? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move.
Patrick, I
on.
sent something to you on Twitter, bro. If you can bring that up,
Yeah.
it would be nice to
Okay,
see.
go ahead.
Just check it.
Oh, here we go.
But as I was saying, like, for me, I believe United will win this game. The same in this situation. I think Aston Villa will win this game rather than West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not stay on this mid off. Let's.
Yeah, Villa 2-0.
Yeah. No, I think West Ham. I'm going with West Ham. I'm going with West Ham 1-0.
They need Big
Rice
Sam.
can.
They need Big Sam right now.
Do you want me
Declan
to
Rice can go.
Do you want me to put that up?
Yes, I think it would be good, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Wait, let me just try close this. How do I close this? Go away. Go away. Yeah, there you go. Fuck, it's not closing. Okay, good man. Okay, let's get to that. Okay, guys, give us a minute. We're going to have a detail. This is the good thing about this channel.
I think it would be good for us to end the stream talking about that, because we've discussed about the fixtures and gone all around as well.
Wait, the fixtures are still there though. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna share the screen and we can just kick fast. What you could just pick fast. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
what about Newcastle versus Wolves? I think it's a draw. Both of them can score
Draw.
for shit. Yeah.
Correct.
Newcastle,
Draw.
Newcastle 1-0.
Okay, good man. Who scores? Joe Linton?
Almiron.
Jolinton is injured, isn't it?
No, I think it's Bruno Gomes who was injured and he was limping in the other
Ah,
game. What
that's
about this? It looks like Christopher is play again on Wednesday, so we might as well just finish this off.
So for me, bro, I am sorry to say about it, but I think Brighton will win this game.
Look at that.
Brighton 3-1. Yeah.
I think it's another draw. These two they always draw against each other.
Hmm.
Regardless, they always draw.
Southampton,
Brentford.
Brentford.
Terrorist,
I'm going
Brentford.
with Brentford.
Brentford.
terrorist football. Terrorist football. Oh my god. Okay,
Brentford,
so guys, that's the preview
You.
Yes.
for the
is the-
week 27. March week 27 for the Premier League. Guys, I'm gonna do the reaction if I get time. If not, I'll do just some random chat if if Josh and Anthony or anybody decide to want to chat about something random, we'll come back. Don't forget, this is One Chills. We can also be streaming from the toilet, so toilet breaks.
Yes.
Can but anyway,
We don't care.
yeah.
What do you-
So anyway, so let me get what my good Anthony sent here.
What are you doing to me?
Nothing.
How
nothing.
am
Okay.
I doing?
I was just.
How am I doing on that fantasy league? Oh, jeez, I'm losing on that fantasy league as per. Cool. Okay. Anthony is right there. Okay, so we have that open now. So another thing is, when is that Qatar buy going to happen? Because it looks like it's not happening.
Show me what. Drive the nail in the coffin. Come on.
So Anthony, go ahead. You can take lead on this, Anthony. So go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, this is reported by Sky Sports. Investment firm Elliott Management have made it through the second stage of Manchester United's sale process. They have submitted a proposal for financing, which would potentially allow the Glazers to stay. They do not want to buy the club. In my way of viewing this,
Yeah.
if they are looking at seriously selling off the club, why would something like this make through the sale process?
Because they're keeping all their options open. I don't know. I was listening to another United channel, United People's TV, and the guy was interviewing Ben Jacobs. And while Ben Jacobs tends to take 5 hours to answer a one sentence question, he was saying that pretty much there's like 3 or 4 people that have made it through to stage 2 of the negotiations. They're all like the Sheikh's representatives, Ineos representatives are all going to Old Trafford, I think, next Thursday. And
Hopefully they bring their own chairs, because apparently I heard that they broke the chairs at the Betis game and
They
hit
did.
they hit the fans with those broken chairs or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to thrift shop it. They're going to go and get those crappy fold out high school chairs, from what I understand. but no, I mean, they're letting through as many people as possible. Honestly, it's just all part of the process. I'm fairly relaxed about it at the moment. Elliot, they haven't come.
You don't like to see this though, isn't it, Josh?
No, but see, the Ineos and Qatar bids, they were public. Then the Glazers and the Rain Group, they're like, don't make any more public statements. We think it tarnishes our reputation. I'm just like, what reputation? You're assholes. but it's
Can we
yeah.
ask you something, right?
Yeah, go.
You guys were on Cloud 9 weeks ago, or for the past few weeks, you've been on Cloud 9.
Yeah, of course.
To be honest with you, looking at you right now, it shows by Ten Hag coming to your team. Yes, the 7-0 happened. That doesn't matter, guys. It happens to a lot of people. Like
Exactly.
it happens. It's happened to teams. Leicester pumped us 5-2 in our stadium, and we were given penalties just like that with Garcia, Otamendi in defense, and Mangala.
Yeah.
So it happens. You can get pumped a certain amount and embarrassed once in a while. But the thing is, the Glazers have always been insulted by their fan base. I know, because they take money out of the club and they make silly decisions. But so far, isn't it the Glazers that obviously sign off on bringing Ten Hag? They sign off on bringing some of these players. Because right now, Ten Hag has come in. Your team just weeks ago, before the 7-0, was one of the clubs that was being regarded. You're still being regarded right now as the title race contenders. And it's true, you were. No. I mean, like, you were stable.
Yeah, no.
You were
talked about it. Yeah.
You were even more stable than City and Arsenal. When Arsenal started flopping a bit, you guys were always stable. So,
Oh
Glazers,
shit! Antonio's Conte's time might be over at Tottenham
They
Hotspur.
keep saying that though. They keep saying that every week, and he's still showing up.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
okay.
Do you think that the only reason is because the lack of investment in the stadium and them keep taking money is why people are pissed off? If they invested in the stadium, would that shut anybody up, or it's too late?
No, too much damage has been done. It's what, 4?
How many trophies have you won under the Glazers? How many trophies?
I think it was 4 Prems or 5 Prems.
Wow.
UCL.
It has been pretty good under them, but
Europa,
Yes, but- okay,
Europa.
Let me just say, from the time they took over, until Fergie retired, it was still being run by David Gill and Fergie. It was still the
Mm.
old regime. And then they left. Ed Woodward came in and started doing all the commercial side of things, and the football stuff got sacrificed. So that was just a Band-Aid for a bullet wound. And once they ripped that Band-Aid off, we started hemorrhaging money, hemorrhaging footballing decisions. Everyone just left in one big thing. And then, Moyes, and you know how it went over the years. And it's just gotten to a point like they didn't take dividends last quarter because there is no money to take. And we're hemorrhaging about £2 million a week or something in wages and shit like that. Now it's gotten to the point where they're like, well, Liverpool put themselves up on the market looking for investments and sales, and the Glazers were just like, well, we want a piece of this pie, and that's why they put out that statement. It's like, we're looking for any, whether it means investment, minority shares, buyout, whatever. They said it's alternative strategies for investment. Now, that could mean anything.
Okay, so there is also a report by the Daily Mail. I'm not sure. I think the Daily Mail is quite credible, which came off like 4 hours ago.
Mhm.
Manchester United could be taken off the sales market, with a report claiming that the Glazers are considering a variety of options, including
Yep.
funding a new commercial operation to capitalize on the club's global brand. So
Yep.
they might, as you were just saying, they might be looking at taking it off the market as well. So I don't know, man. This doesn't seem right to me.
Well, I mean, the Glazers have never done anything right, but I'll just put that to the side for the minute. But they have all the power in this situation. There's a lot of interested parties. There's some silent bidders that are coming in, and if what Elliot's doing, and this is a fear, me and Annie in the chat, we've been like, look, there's always that fear. There's always that 50-50 that, if they can get the debt wiped or at least accounted for, and then they can get money to invest in the infrastructure, the stadium, the amenities, all of that stuff, the trainings, facilities, and then they can still run the club and take dividends out. That would be their ideal situation.
Correct.
So that's always a risk, and I'm well aware of it. A lot of rumours are saying that the sort of the Sheikh bid is the favoured, but there's no public release of this or anything, and it's going to take a while. They wanted the end of Q1 sale or decision, and we're now nearly halfway into March, and that's not going to happen. So now there's rumours saying they want it by the end of the season or the start of next season, dependent on how United finish, if there's trophies, if there's qualification for the Champions League, which should be pretty easy from here on in. But look, the long and short of it is that the risk is there that they're going to stay, but there's an equal chance in my mind that they could go, look, we're going to take the however many billion and run. But the other side of that is that I think it's 4 or 5 siblings or something of theirs that are all on the board with shareholders.
Correct.
And they, even last summer, they tried to go to, I forget what the group was called. They tried to get a few $100 million and try and buy out their siblings so they could get the full 69% control of their sibling shares. So there's a chance that this investment, they could buy out their siblings and still run the club the way it has been. So there's many, many different ways that this could go. I can't. You prick. But no, it's frustrating, and I'm gassed. I mean, like, lube me up with crude oil and I'll slip slide all over the place like greased up deaf guy in Family Guy.
We're gonna call Josh Johnson & Johnson, Josh.
Just call me a Adama Traore.
Yeah.
Just put me in the baby oil.
I don't know.
Baby,
I just think that Qatar thing. I think I keep reading articles saying you guys are making things more expensive, so you keep saying, oh yeah, they're charging more and more. But at the end of the day, you know what?
Yeah.
If you guys don't get bought, I'm happy. Your sadness makes me happy.
It's no, but that's the thing though. Like, if the Glazers actually step back and allow football people to do football decisions, United can be back amongst it without investment.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a problem with it as well, isn't it?
That's right. Like, if we go back to what everyone says is the rightful place for United, regular Champions Leagues, regular challenging for titles, regular domestic trophies, the sponsors will come back. If the Glazers take the back seat and they go, because like even now, even though the shit people in charge, Richard Arnold, John Murto, Darren Fletcher doing a lot of that sort of stuff in the background, these are football people in football positions with a slight knowledge of, like Richard Arnold, he used to be a rugby club CEO, I'm pretty sure. Now
but
he doesn't
linked to sport.
he doesn't know shit about football, but he's gone to John Murtough, who used to work at, I think, Norwich or something, and it's basically, the fact is that they're still sport-related people or sport-adjacent people making decisions based on their experience, and we've already seen the appointments have made a big difference. They brought in Benny McCarthy, for fuck's sake, as a strikers coach. Now look at Rashford. You know, so things are on the up as long as the Glazers don't pull the rug out from under another project. That's been the biggest issue. Yeah.
I get what you mean. I really do get what you mean. For me, bro, like as I said, I am not one of these people who wishes for you not to get taken over.
I wish.
I like competition. I really do like competition.
I hate them.
I want more competition. I've always been that way.
The fact that Pat was like, I hope you don't get taken over, that just tells me all I need to know, that if we get taken over,
Yeah,
you guys are going to be scared.
But like you've known me for a little while now, but I've always said that I welcome competition, and if there is more clubs getting taken over and having more competition, I welcome it, because bro, I have full trust in my board saying that they will still do whatever they're doing. There was
money,
Man City, there is still United, there is still all these clubs. We still went and fucking blew everybody off the park.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did. But that's a Chelsea thing, and that's what I admire about Chelsea. Because if you guys say we want Enzo, you get Enzo. Not some of clubs like City these days. They want to be loved, so they walk away from players that sometimes some of this. I know Maguire was a masterclass. Thank God we do. Thank God.
And Fred as well.
Fred, Jorginho. No, Jorginho, I regretted it a bit. I think Jorginho could have.
Jorginho would have been perfect for you guys.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, there's certain players that I think City shouldn't have walked away from. I think they should have stuck their guns, because they're like, you needed that guy, especially a left back. Looks like our fullbacks are always getting into trouble, i.e. Kyle Walker now flashing his penis in the club. But anyway.
By the way, what's with these footballers flashing their penises all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Saliba, that Goncalo Ramos guy. Now Kyle Walker.
Why are you so curious about penis, Anthony?
I'm just thinking, what is wrong with these guys?
I don't know. Maybe I think too much money. And you know what? Kyle Walker's wife said the issue with Walker is he's a quiet fella. You can see he's a quiet fella. But he says as soon as he drinks alcohol, he turns into somebody else. Apparently, he presses the self-destruct button. That's what she said. And you can tell, like, Kyle Walker is usually quiet. Even in the documentaries, he's quiet. But even when he's talking, he's a quiet guy. But there are quiet people who, as soon as they taste alcohol, they turn into the biggest animals you ever see. Don't listen to Pav, I'm your man. You change teams all the time. Your loyalty was at Chelsea. Your loyalty was at United. At the point in time, your loyalty is on Liverpool. I wish I had one big enough show. We invited you to the show today, but you didn't show up. Anyway,
he's saying that he's talking about his penis. He said, "I wish I had a big enough one to show off."
Oh. On that note, that's
no
week
homo
22. On that note, that's week 22. The lesson learned this week is don't flash your penis in public.
Yes.
Guys,
don't flash your penis. Don't flash your penis. Also, do not trust whatever Spurs fans when they talk about a centre back. Do not trust Spurs fans when they talk about a striker.
Just don't trust Spurs fans.
Don't trust don't trust United when they say United is back.
Yes, and the other main thing is don't trust Serie A, and don't trust Burger King and other fast food outlets if they promise you that they're serving healthy food, i.e. Lukaku.
There's a burger, the Makaku.
The Bro, can you imagine if they go to Belgium and have a burger called the McDonald's Makaku?
The Makaku, yeah.
It's served with hash browns and bacon and stuff.
No. It's, can I get a Makaku deal? Yeah, sure. What do you want? I want the burger.
10 burgers.
And 4 tons of trampoline toes.
Yes. And as the toy, they get a choice between Timberland boots or cargo shorts.
Yes.
Them are-
and they get that voice. You know how you get those little voice microphone things? One comes with an American accent, one comes with an African accent.
So,
Like
so, so basically, the song is "Tala ta 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 makakunit." Okay.
Yes, yes. That's basically it. That's basically it. And they don't get like a 1 liter cup of soda. They get a jug.
and the little wind up toy that comes with it just goes in circles very, very slowly.
Don't listen to these guys. These guys are Lukaku hate. Lukaku, if you ever watch this, my brother, I'm with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, go back to Chelsea and help
you know
them.
What, you know what? Lukaku, I think, would suit Crystal Palace.
Yes.
I think he would. I think he would.
yeah, he
That's
would.
what I look at.
I think so as well.
Like strikers that are just standing there and
I really think, bro.
Here is.
I really think he does because,
and
bro.
knowing Twisted has got a tattoo of Lukaku, then it would suit.
Because, bro, he likes playing in a low block because he has enough space to run. Because that guy is actually pretty quick.
For a
Only
big
thing is when he touches the ball, it ends up in some stand or something. But that's a different point.
These guys are crazy. Anyway, Anton, I managed to dig up your overlay. It's still alive. It's still looking sharp. It's still alive.
Excellent.
Hopefully, guys, we cannot encourage drinking at this time. So we say grab a drink, relax, and chill with us. But we cannot encourage drinking at this time. But maybe Josh Sims is drinking already at this time. It's late at Josh's time. Don't think Josh is in the daytime. It's only here in England. Patrick,
We're from the future.
Patrick, I
We're
thought
from
we
the
had
future.
something, bro. Yes, I also thought we had something after I cried for you to come back, and you came in the group just to go against me.
By the way, I live in the same time zone as Josh. So if
Yes.
he's going to sleep, that means I am going to sleep as well.
Are you?
Dude.
Wait. Is that the Crystal Palace jersey? Oh, that's the Chelsea one. Wow, it looks like the Crystal Palace one. You guys copied
Bro,
and pasted each
I'm
other.
telling you something. Nike has done us dirty for the past so many years. Last year, we had something with a yellow shit running through the sides. This year, we have a brown colored jersey that looks like my dog's piece of shit that he just did like 10 minutes ago.
That's bad. That's bad. You know what? Let's be honest. Some of the kits are ridiculous. I think they always say, "Oh, the away and home kit looks great." Then the third kit, I think they just say, "Oh, do whatever you want," and then they
Yes.
give it to some 9-year-old kid who says, "Okay, I'll put the colors here." Because even City, the rumored third kit, it looks like thunder. It looks like a blue shirt with thunder all over. Why do we want
don't know,
white
man.
and thunder on it? Anyway,
Some
guys,
old
Apparently,
designs.
I seen next year's kit that they are trying to build for Chelsea. That's actually good because it has only one color, one solid blue color. So no fucking random designs in it. Thank Jesus.
Have you seen
Nice.
those designs done by independent people where they do a jersey and then they put the city in the background? The jerseys look great all the time, and none of Nike or others ever think of that. Like they put the city inside so you can see the city of whatever team it is. It looks great, but none of them. The concept jerseys
No.
look great. Sponsors out there, get some of these concept people because they make better jerseys than you. We're tired
Exactly
of
right.
wearing these ugly ass jerseys.
Exactly right,
Look at the one, Anthony. It looks like a Crystal Palace jersey. They have to
It
say
Exactly
does.
right, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that crap, bro.
And you bought it and put it up.
I got a gift.
Oh, the guy who gifted you might not be watching this. must not
My
be-
my wife did.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh, she's lovely. Wonderful choice. Wonderful choice. Well done, Mrs. M.
You know what she did.
Probably the most
She
beautiful Chelsea jersey I've ever seen.
You know what she did because her grandfather and everybody they are all United fans, and they
Good
support
choice.
AFL. Some at this team called Essendon. So they told me which team are you going to support, and I said I'm going to support some other team, and they didn't like it. So they hung a Manchester United jersey in the room that I was sleeping. So because I didn't want that to happen, I started supporting their footy team.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay,
Damage
Nike,
limitation.
Nike look at production costs. Yeah, they do. They just copy and paste. So, guys, that's it from me, Anthony, and Josh on the return of football chills. Guys, hopefully
I hope we did a good job. I hope we did a good job
I'm pretty
today.
sure
We had a lot of fun.
pretty sure we did. I didn't even see a I haven't seen a message from YouTube yet saying you bastards. Anyway, Lukaku again. If you're watching this, please exclude me, Lukaku. I had no choice. I was just here.
Yes. By the way, Lukaku, if you ever want somebody to go to Macca's with you, I will be there with you.
And go back to Chelsea. They need a striker.
Yeah. Wait. Can I ask a question? Would Lukaku suit this Potter system?
He
100%.
I think Potter would get the best out of him. I think Potter would, because Chuko never wanted Lukaku, so he made a system.
No, we would definitely get the best out of him, bro. I would think we definitely would get the best out of him. We need a sponsor for next year. We need a sponsor with money, a global sponsor. Who better than McDonald's or Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Uber Eats. You have more
Uber
selection.
Eats, bro. Uber Eats, Just Eats. Bro, there is millions of options because of Lukaku.
You can get Hazard and Lukaku back. Burger King and KFC.
Ooh, pick Chelsea.
I mean, if we are bringing Hazard back, we need to invest more in the NHS or something.
You know what? On that note.